Well, we are back, and all I can say is I hope that does not happen again because that stream got killed. So, which is super unfortunate. Yeah, it's super unfortunate. I don't know what happened. My computer just completely glitched out, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, trying to get everything back up to speed, but we are here. And I'm pretty sure the Raiders by now have selected Fernando Mendoza. So I think we could, yep, the pick is in. The Raiders have selected Fernando Mendoza. We are on to the second pick. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of people were in there too. I've got donos that I will read from there. So don't worry, I saved all of that. We'll get to the super chats. We'll get to everything from that initial stream. That again, just everything died. My computer died, stopped working, everything. But we're back. I restarted. All I can do is pray that that does not happen again because that is extremely unfortunate. But Fernando Mendoza is the first overall pick. That is not a surprise. So now we are going to move to the second overall pick. So sorry again, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to resurrect that one stream and I couldn't. I was just sitting here and my computer blacked out. My computer blacked out and I lost connection to the stream. But we are back. Fernando Mendoza is the number one overall pick, again, to nobody's surprise. So that is not the Dude Wipes pick of the day. Don't worry, because that was expected. That was definitely expected, but we are back. Yep. Stream froze, audio dropped. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Nefarious. I appreciate you, bro. I have super chats. I have dono bombs from a bunch of people, like Britt Lyons with the 100 bomb. Like, there's all kinds of stuff going on, so I'm going to try to get caught back up. But I need to make sure we are up on with the draft. So the Raiders have officially drafted Fernando Mendoza, number 2. Here we go. If I go to ESPN Draft Tracker, go here. Yep, Fernando Mendoza has been selected. So next, it's the Jets. And I do think the Jets are going to stick and pick. And I think it's Arvell Reese, but obviously we'll find out very soon what happens here. Thanks again for everybody's patience. The stream literally died. But man, we had a bunch of dono bombs that I hope I can get to. But the Jets should be on the clock here. And we'll keep it going. We will keep it going. Yeah, Fernando Mendoza is a Raider. And you know what? If we just talk about the pick, Fernando Mendoza is the clear-cut QB1 in this draft class. And I do think it's a good get for the Raiders. I think they're going to get better. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from Fernando Mendoza day one, year one, or anything like that. But yeah, it's a good pick. The AFC West is certainly not getting any easier. And he's got some weapons to throw to. They made a trade. No, they did not make a trade. They traded away Jacoby Myers last season, but they got Brock Bowers. They've got Ashton Genty. So they definitely have some key pieces for sure. Let me pull up. I wonder if Dane Brugler's The Beast is going to crash. Last year it crashed. It's still working right now. So awesome. Well, FLDB, if you can keep your eyes on Twitter or Brand or whoever, I want to get through some of these super chats, but the Jets should be on the clock if they aren't already. We'll keep it going. Reese is the best player in this draft. He very well might be. Man, I had a ton of super chats from the stream that died. But Nefarious, thank you. Sleepy, Xavier, Super Orion with the 24 months, Hayden with the 10 bomb, get hyped, Casey with the 10 bomb. Do we have to take a top corner now if we lose our coach Merritt? Too early to actually tell. Hope it works out. Let's get Bane. Love the content. Keep going. It's going to be a fun night. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Yeah, Dave Merritt did get arrested last night. So we'll have to figure that situation out. It was like somewhat of a DV-related incident. Like, that's what the charge was regarding his daughter. I don't have any details for you. It's super unfortunate. He doesn't have a history or a past or anything like that, but that is news that happened today. Dave Merritt. And that's the Chiefs defensive backs coach. Did get arrested. I think he's out on bond, but yeah, I don't know, Casey, what your answer is, to be honest with you, but we'll keep it going And the Chiefs will just have to kind of keep it moving, and we'll just have to wait and see. Darrell, thanks so much for the 5 or the 2. Hi. Matt with the 5. First live show that I can watch all the way through. Been watching your vids since you made this a full-time gig. Keep up the great work. Well, Matt, thank you for the 5. As soon as you said that, the stream died. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I legit have no idea what happened. I was talking with you guys. All of my screens blacked out. The audio stopped working. And yeah. But we back. So we got, I need to get these guests. There we go. Hi, Troy. All right, you guys are both in the green room. So I think you should be able to talk if you unmute your mic, and the stream will be able to hear you. All right, do we have any updates on the Jets from either of you guys?
Sweet, what's going on? Nothing yet. The Jordan Schultz has some eyeballs on Twitter. Something seems to be going on.
Okay. What does that
It does
even
look
mean?
like the pick is in.
All right, let's go.
So you want me to
Jordan
hit
Schultz
with
with just a surprise eyeball tweet.
Okay. Well, the pick is in for the Jets. I do have the draft on. Let's see if we can get who the pick is. I got the answer for the pick, and this is going to make things very interesting for the draft, ladies and gentlemen. With the 2nd overall pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Texas Tech defensive end David Bailey. It is not Arvell Reese, and that means the Chiefs, maybe the Saints, somebody could be trading up to 3 to get Arvell Reese. That has been what the hype has been. If David Bailey gets selected 2nd overall, which he did, Arvell Reese is there. Arvell Reese is one of the best players in this draft. Insane upside as a pass rusher with very limited experience. He's shown incredible flashes. He's an off-ball linebacker, but you can use him all over the place. He's not even 21 years old. That's going to be a pick of the day for sure by the sponsor of this stream, Dude Wipes, depending on how this ends up going. Brand, make sure the call to action, the proper description is at the top of this stream for Dude Wipes, by the way, if it's not already. It was on the last one. But yeah, David Bailey. Holy smokes, that's big. I'll get to the super chats as soon as I can, but that means the 3rd overall pick, we could see a trade. The Cardinals want out of that number 3 pick. They don't want that pick. So let's see what ends up happening here, but holy smokes. A big part of how this draft was going to go was going to depend on whether or not the Jets were taking David Bailey or Arvell Reese, and the floodgates might be open. The floodgates might be open for what could happen next. Like, there could legit be a trade up. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Nefarious, thanks for the 5. The stream froze. Yeah, it did. Thanks for the 10 gifted as well. Chief Sean with the 20. I would love the Jets to pick Reese and we trade the Cardinals for 3 and get Bailey. It's going to be the inverse. If the Chiefs trade up, it's for Arvell Reese. But other dono bombs from the stream before I left, or before it crashed, the Bocious with the 5. Do you view it as bad luck that the one time the Chiefs have a top 10 pick in the Mahomes era, the draft is not being the strongest or deepest? I don't know if it's bad luck, but it is unfortunate that there's not a lot of top-end quarterbacks getting drafted in the top 10 and not a lot of like blue-chip premium talent that you could really move up to go and get. But, you know, you got to deal with the draft as it is, and this is kind of where you're at with it. KC Starter Jacket, thank you so much for the membership and the upgrade to the Let's Freaking Go tier. Britt Lyons with the 43-month Redbeard tier, thanks so much for all the work you do for the kingdom. Let's Freaking Go. And he dropped a 100 bomb. Holy smokes, you guys are going insane. Chief Sean with the 3 years, 36 months, 100% trade up for Bailey if the Jets make it. God bless and good luck this weekend. Later on, I'd love to see TCU players Bud Clark and Eric McAllister drafted later. Let's Freaking Go. Yeah, we'll see, man. Oh my goodness.
Patrick Mahomes just tweeted Wreckham.
Okay. Is that because David Bailey? I think that's what that's for. Yeah, because David Bailey's Texas Tech. That's why. So here we go. Fernando Mendoza. David Bailey went 2nd. The Cardinals are on the clock, but I really feel like there could be a trade here. They're either not going to get... You need to probably go off this clock. FLDB, it's a minute ahead on ESPN's. If you're going off the, I don't know what we're going off of.
I was just going from whenever the pick was in, it automatically switches.
Oh, okay, got you.
But I
Cool.
can do
It's
that.
just all approximate. It's fine. All right. Well, please do not wreck the stream again. That would be much appreciated. I feel like that's happened before, but it doesn't happen very often, so don't I don't know. Hello?
Hey, you have.
I think I am being heard, but it's on my MacBook. Hi guys, we're on my MacBook Pro because my computer just nuked it again. My computer nuked it again, brothers. And I don't know what to do about it. I've never really had this problem before.
Audio is good. We hear you now. We're good. But is that you talking?
It's on my MacBook. You guys are hearing me on my computer.
The Cardinals pick is in.
The Cardinals took Jeremiah Love, 3rd overall, though. I don't know what to do. I've just literally never had this problem before. I'm at a complete loss. Basically, my computer just starts freaking out. And it's unresponsive. I think I could do this. I might be able to get this back. I mean, we are certainly going to try. We're going to try to save this stream. I'm going to do this for now. Sorry, guys. It's not a fun experience for you, I know. But I at least have my AirPods for now, I think. I hope. Jeremiah Love is with the Cardinals. So, while I try to figure out... I'm going to try to figure out if I can get this audio back. But I'm glad you guys are having a good time. Sorry, I'm trying here. Honestly, there's something going on with my interface, and it's just freaking out. So I'm at least going to try to get onto my AirPods here for you guys for a mic. Hopefully you can hear my AirPods, actually. I'm just trying to figure out... I'm just trying to figure out why this just keeps getting nuked. I don't know if it's because we're using the second mic, FLDB, and it's freaking it out. But I might turn your mic off until we can just figure it out, dude. We're going to try again. Somehow the draft is, or the computer is still here. It's up, it's running, and the stream is going. So if I can get the mics up, that's going to be the goal. I'm going to try. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. We have the selections. It's Fernando Mendoza, David Bailey, Jeremiah Love. As I sit here and try to resurrect my audio, I'm going to try my best. I appreciate you guys. Something's going on with my interface, and it's causing my computer to crash, is what's going on, and it's freaking out. WP Gmail with the 10 said, whoops. Yeah, I know. Whoops indeed. But since we're still live, I am going to try to keep the... I do not want to shut down the stream again and do it again, so I am going to try to get the audio working. But we got the first 3 picks out of the way, and we're still going. The scoreboard will keep you guys up to date while we try to figure it out. I would love for you guys to be able to hear my... I would love for you guys to be able to hear my sound. Right now it's literally, I think, on my computer audio, which is super unfortunate. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Let's get this 4th overall pick. The Titans are sticking and picking. No trade at 4. Just a heads up. And yeah, the audio's being weird because I'm trying to get... my interface to work, is what I'm trying to do. Dude, can I cut to Brand or somebody? Can somebody kind of host this up while I do this? Troy, Brand, anybody? It would be awesome if you guys could hear him. Yeah, could you guys please talk?
Yep. What's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? Hopefully my audio's not being crazy and creating its own little loop.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you sound good.
Sweet. Yeah, so the Cardinals, there was quite a bit of steam that the Cardinals could take Jeremiah Love, and I think a lot of people thought it was smokescreen, but
Titans pick is in.
Titans pick is in.
Yep.
Oh,
wide receiver.
It is Carnell Tate.
Whoa! Wow. Oh my gosh, Carnell Tate at 4? Oh boy.
Dang. Well, now it's going to be really interesting to see where like Jordan Tyson goes. Yeah, I did not see that coming, but the Titans go receiver. They just signed Wan'Dale Robinson in the offseason, but he's really more of a slot guy, so Titans get a big body number 1 receiver ideally for Cam Ward. Definitely don't hate it for the Titans. I honestly wanted to see Jeremiah Love go to the Titans. I did not expect the Cardinals to take him, but yeah, I'm seeing it in the chat. Arvell Reese is falling. So could the Chiefs move up? Another pick, Arvell Reese still on the board. Mock drafts are ruined. Yeah, mock drafts are definitely ruined. I did not see a lot of people going with Jeremiah Love at 3 and then Carnell Tate at 4. Absolute chaos. It kind of seemed like it was going to be chaotic this year, though. Fernando Mendoza, to me, felt like the only pick that was really set in stone. Because even lately, there was some people that, after the Jets canceled their meeting with David Bailey, that was a little confusing. It was like, okay, are they just taking Reese? Yeah, the draft is upside down. We're living in Stranger Things. Brand, what do you think? You think the Chiefs are going to trade up?
Oh, at this point, I don't think so. I think they're going to stay put. BPA.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. is the hope and prayer that Ruben Bain falls.
Yeah, like basically with Reese falling now, someone else who was looking for that edge might jump to get him, leaving Bane open for us to take.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the way the board is falling right now, it is good. If you're Team Bane, it's working out pretty well for the Chiefs.
Oh my God, we back.
Let's go.
We are freaking
There we
back.
go.
I don't even know how. I don't know how, but we back. And the stream didn't crash. We're freaking back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Oh my God. Hey, thanks for your patience. We still have Troy. We still have Brand. We got everybody here. So thanks for holding it down. We were trying to figure it out. I don't know how I got it to work, but it's working. So cool. Well, Fernando Mendoza went 1. David Bailey went 2. Jeremiah Love went 3. Carnell Tate. I mean, he's not getting, the mock draft is broken. I know my screen share doesn't look great. I'll fix it in a minute. But no, I don't know if anybody was really mocking. Like, who was mocking him to the Titans at 4? I just don't know if anybody was. So I think if I go to this, yeah, I'll fix the screen share in a second. I'll throw it back to Troy. But dude, that means, just so you know, the Giants are on the clock at 5. There have been no trade ups. And Arvell Reese is still on the board. He's probably going to the Giants. But Troy, take over for a second. Be right back.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Arvell Reese to the Giants could be in play. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the Giants do. They got 2 picks, obviously 5 and 10. So who knows?
Giants
That's
pick.
Giants pick is in.
Yep, Reese is off the board.
Ooh,
Arvell Reese. All right. Let's go Arvell Reese then.
There you go.
All right, I think I figured out why my screen share was
I did not expect him to fall to 5.
Okay, there we go. Dude, I'm so glad the stream didn't die. I am grateful. Shout out to everybody. But crazy. Okay, so this is insane. Fernando Mendoza, not insane. We knew that. David Bailey over Arvell Reese. Jeremiah Love went 3. No trade happened. Carnell Tate went 4. And then who was 5? Arvell Reese? Arvell Reese, you said went 5, guys?
Yep, Arvell Reese went 5.
Yep.
Holy smokes. Okay. I know I'm behind on super chats, gifteds, all of it. I appreciate you guys. I will get to that. I will get to all of that, okay? Just give me a second here. Trying to get my bearings after what just happened. Trying to get my bearings. Yeah, I have a second mic ran in through here, and I don't know if that was causing the interface to trip out or what, but I actually cannot believe I literally said on stream that I'm glad it's not going to happen again, and it happened right then. It was the biggest jinx I have ever seen in my entire life. The Giants, again, are on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, and see if we can get any answers faster from the Twitterverse.
Shoot, Cole.
The
we got
Chiefs!
Yep.
The Chiefs are on the clock. It's Ruben Bain. Let's go! Ah! Ruben Bain Jr. is a Kansas City Chief. Who else are you trading up for? The Chiefs trade up. I'm confused. How behind are we? Dude, Twitter is so behind. I need somebody to stay on Twitter, guys. We missed it.
Yeah, it just got posted by Ari.
Okay,
Adam
pick
Schefter
5.
posted.
Yeah, it's all happening super fast on Twitter. 1 minute ago. The Giants selected Arvell Reese. Okay, so we knew that 2 minutes ago. So that's pick 5. The Chiefs traded with the Browns. They are on the clock. Heck yeah, dude. This has got to be Ruben Bain Jr., right? Who else are you getting? This is what I said. This was my mock. One of my final mocks. I just said, hey, the Chiefs got to get up to 6, I think, to get their guy. If that's Ruben Bain Jr., okay. If it's somebody else, okay. But this is the team to do it with. It's because I feel like the Commanders could have took Bain. I feel like the Saints could have took Bane. What is the Capital given up, by the way? Do we know? Because the Chiefs are on the clock. This is not a drill, said the Chiefs. We are on the clock. Let's go. I'm so glad the stream did not die.
Underdog
Because the Chiefs are
NFL
here.
says Browns are getting pick 9, 74, and 148.
Sheesh. Okay, so pick 74 is done for the Chiefs. And 108?
148.
Okay, 148, 74. Whew, okay. Now the Chiefs have that future third from the McDuffie trade. They're going to have to leverage it later in this draft, quite possibly. But let's go. The Chiefs
And
are
that's
on the
confirmed
clock.
by Adam Schefter.
Are you talking about the picks?
9, 74, 148.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I know I'm behind on super chats and all of that. I will catch up because the stream was on acid earlier. Yeah, the stream was on acid earlier, but I think we're going to make it. Oh my goodness.
I got the pick.
All right, here we go.
Want to hear it?
Yeah, I'm not going to read it. You say it just like we need to say it. Let's go.
With the 6th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select cornerback Mansour Delane.
Are you trolling?
I am not trolling.
Oh my God! They traded up for a cornerback. They traded up for Mansour Delane? Oh my God! Okay. I am shocked. Yo, are you trolling? Chiefs select
I'm not
Mansour
trolling, dude.
Delane. They traded up? Oh my God. Okay. Let me relax and give you the thing here. Okay. So the Chiefs just traded up. They gave up pick 74 and 148 for
Yeah.
cornerback from LSU, Mansour Delane. Oh my goodness. Okay, not expected. Ruben Bain was on the board. They must see a defensive end in that later pocket. You needed corners. You had no Jalen Watson. You had no Trent McDuffie, and the Chiefs traded up from 9 to 6, giving up 74 and 148 for Mansour Delane. Now, let's just talk about the pick. Mansour Delane was cornerback 1 in this class. A little undersized, similar to Trent McDuffie, a little bit longer wingspan, can play zone, can play man, can play press. Very high IQ, smart football player, a very high character guy, from what I understand, works hard, very little injury history, can play at a high level, had 0 penalties last year. So this is instantly going to be your starter. And Noel Williams potentially is going to be opposite with Christian Fulton waiting in the wings as well. And I cannot believe they traded up to get Mansour Delane. I mean, they were very high on him, obviously. Cornerback was certainly a need. And I just think that I was ready for any possibility except for offensive tackle, okay? I cannot believe that. I know there's a lot of people in the chat right now not happy. I was more shocked because I thought you could potentially get him at 9. I was completely shocked. I'm so glad you told me, Troy. I could not believe it. Can we get an update on the next pick, and then I'll continue talking about Delane?
Yeah, I don't see
looking.
the next pick yet.
Still on the clock.
Who? I'm absolutely shook.
Commanders.
Sorry, where are we at? Oh, the Chiefs. Okay. Yeah. So the Chiefs traded up. The Chiefs traded up from 6 to 9 to get Mansour Delane. I mean, there's your answer at cornerback right away. I am shook. Hey, Cole, you legend. Thanks for all your hard work and holding it together during your computer freak out. Casey Brad, thanks for the 5, man. I appreciate you. Panda with the 2. Bet they go after TJ Parker later in the draft. Yeah, there's a good pocket of defensive ends, 29 to 40. There's somebody there. There is somebody there. Jay with the 2 said, fire Brett Veach now. Darian Clark with the 2. Yes, let's go. Chiefs need secondary help. They definitely did. Yeah, they definitely did. There's no doubt about it. Britt Lyons, thanks so much for the 10 gifted. Percy with the 100. Thank you, Franco. I'm watching the Boca game. I'm watching the stream. Friend of mine, YouTube got sick. Feel sad for her. That's not good. Matt, thanks for the 14 months. Best Chiefs NFL channel. You're too kind. Everyday John with the 40 months. Let's freaking go, KC. Do this thing right. Bill is back with the 10 bomb. Said, whoops. Your boy Bino with the 31 months. Cole, you know we rocking with you no matter what. Thank you. Nefarious with the 5 said, you begged it not. La 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 la. Jennifer with the 1587 said audio. Yeah, I know. Insane. I'm still trying to catch up on these. But if you see the next pick, somebody announce it, okay? Just let me know. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm absolutely shook. Trevor with the 5 said Cole is going 9th overall. Man, I still would like to know. I would still like to know why my computer was freaking out. Maybe I'll never know. Not sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Not gonna lie. That I just laid down. I was in shock. I thought you could get Delane at 9. I thought you could get Delane at 9. Yeah, Chief Sean, thanks for the 20 bomb. Grim with the 2. You're back and having your second kid with your wife? Come on now. Nefarious with the 10. Kirk got signed to start the year for the Raiders. They might sit him a bit. Gonna laugh if the Jets don't grab him. If they do, Chiefs will trade for 3. Well, they didn't trade to 3. They traded to 6 for Mansour Delane. Brian, thanks for the membership. Trevor with the 5. Marvel with the 19 months. Matthew with the 5. Didn't mean to kill the stream. My bad. All good. I think we're all pretty much caught up now on the super chats and dono bombs. I wanted to get up. Toma with the 2. Who was going to get in between 6 and 9? Maybe the Commanders, like they needed corner help.
The Commanders pick is in.
The Commanders pick is in, ladies and gentlemen.
Commanders picking Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles.
Ooh, Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles to the Commanders. I am absolutely shooketh to my soul. I am legit flabbergasted. This is why mock draft season is insane. Nobody was having the Chiefs trade up for Mansour Delane. Are you kidding me? Sonny Styles now? Like, let's look at this board. Are you kidding me? Fernando Mendoza, 1. David Bailey, 2. Jeremiah Love, 3. Carnell Tate, 4 to the Titans. Arvell Reese went 5 to the Giants. The Chiefs traded up. This thing is so behind. The Chiefs traded up. They drafted cornerback Mansour Delane out of LSU. The Commanders took linebacker Sonny Styles at number 7. Oh, we have it on the lower third. This is sick. Good stuff, FLDB. I had to unplug your mic. Sorry about that, but oh my gosh. How are you ahead if that's behind? Twitter. Twitter is ahead, so we're just updating that. I cannot believe it.
According to Ari Meroff, the Commanders were interested in Tate initially. And when Tate went off the board, the Chiefs felt they needed to move up to take a cornerback in front of Commanders.
Okay. Yeah, I do think like that was a pretty big surprise to start. Carnell Tate at 4. So here's the thing. All these NFL teams, the Chiefs, they run all these scenarios, probably through AI now, just all these scenarios of like all the team needs. What would happen if this guy went early? Like, let's say the mocks are wrong and people like they explore all these scenarios, all these hypotheticals. So they know if Carnell Tate goes off the board early, it could shift the board for some other teams. The Chiefs were afraid they weren't going to get Mansour Delane, and that just tells you they really wanted to leave early with a corner. They want a day one starter, and that is exactly what you're getting in Mansour Delane. A lot to give up. You did have to give up pick 74 to do it. So I kind of hope you package the future 2027 third that you got from Trent McDuffie and you can make something happen again. I mean, you know what, dude? You know what? I'm just going to say it. The cleanest pick of the draft out of surprise. I mean, it clean knocked me off of my freaking feet. Mansour Delane being drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. And yes, this stream is sponsored by Dude Wipes, and some of y'all might have actually soiled your joggers at your home where you're watching when you found out who the Chiefs drafted. And this is sponsored by Dude Wipes. Just got to shout them out. They're flush-friendly wipes, and I have been using them for 5 years. This is an easy sponsor. I use them every day. They're built for dudes, loved by every single buttock in between, obviously engineered with dudes in mind. The wipes are for everybody. Athletes, moms, kids, travelers. I use them on my dog, on her feet if she gets muddy, all of it. So shout out to Dude Wipes. We're going to do that a couple times in this round. And that was a cleanest pick of the draft in round one of shock. That clean, that clocked me right on the jaw and I fell over. The Saints are on the clock though. And with the 8th pick of the 2026 NFL draft, they select a wide receiver, Jordan Tyson. Is that right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So Jordan Tyson is with the Saints. I cannot believe the Chiefs traded up for Mansour Delane. That is freaking insane. I am in shock. I'm absolutely in shock, ladies and gentlemen. So the Cleveland Browns are on the clock at 9 because they traded back with the Chiefs. I'm going to think I bet they go tackle here. They are mocked to tackle a lot or wide receiver. Well, the problem is Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson, they're both off the board. They're both off the board here. Somebody said poverty move. I thought you said porta potty move, which would have been funny. But that's not what you said, so it's okay. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. All right. Yeah, we're gonna process through that as this thing goes on here, but oh my gosh. There's a lot of people upset. What are we doing? Trash pick. Why not Downs? I don't know what to say. Underwhelming. Guess we're punting on the season. Bain is still there at 9. Cole is going to have nightmares. We got fleeced. Best corner in the draft. Time will tell. What the heck? Cole, why did the Chiefs take a corner? Sonny was still available. Well, just the most bare bones practical level. They lost cornerback 1 and cornerback 2 in free agency. It was arguably the biggest need from a single position group on the roster. I just thought they would maybe go corner at like 29 or 40, and then a bit later, I thought you could get Mansour Delane on a trade back. But Carnell Tate went off the board at 4, and I think it just started messing with some people, and the Chiefs really clearly wanted Mansour Delane. Dog, I fell out in the spirit in the back room here. I could not believe it. So, okay. So here we are, dude. Mendoza went 1. David Bailey went 2. Jeremiah Love went 3. Carnell Tate is who I believe kind of threw things off. He went 4 to the Titans. Arvell Reese went 5 overall to the Giants. The Chiefs traded up from 6 to 9 to get Mansour Delane, they gave up a couple things. They gave up 9, 74, and 148. They gave up 9, 74, and 148, trading up for the cornerback 1 in this draft class. You guys can be, and I am in absolute shock, a little disappointed, but here's the reality. He's a Kansas City Chief now. Let's freaking go, dude. Welcome Mansour Delane to Kansas City. And this guy's going to come in. He's going to compete. He's going to be a day one starter. He's ready. I mean, if he's not quite ready, he's going to be right behind Noel Williams and Christian Fulton. I still think the Chiefs draft another corner at some point in this draft. And there you go. Like, yeah, it was surprising. I kind of said, hey, if Ruben Bain Jr. was in striking distance and the Chiefs don't get him, there's a couple, they're either scared by the arm length, which very well just could be. They're scared by the off the field stuff with that accident that happened a couple years ago. I don't know. Or they're just higher on somebody else. Mansour Delane was clearly number one on their board. Don't know if Dave Merritt stuff impacted that at all. I would think not. Your defensive backs coach getting arrested today, I don't think that would force your hand out of desperation of like, what happens if we don't have Dave Merritt this year to develop defensive backs? Like, I just don't feel like that caused the move. I don't think that caused the move. The Chiefs were just high on Mansour Delane. Very high on Mansour Delane. Obviously, for them to do that. Are we up to date on any other pick here?
I don't see an update yet.
Okay. Chris Jones said, let's go. Insane. I'm going to catch up on some super chats after this next pick gets announced, and we'll keep it going. And then at number 8, the Saints got Jordan Tyson. Whew. Bro, I thought Troy was trolling me, dude. I knew you wouldn't do it. Troy, I knew you wouldn't troll, not for such a serious moment as that. I knew you wouldn't, but I still had to confirm twice with you.
I thought about saying they took Vontae Mack, but that only a select few would get that. So no, it's too big of a moment to troll.
Well, we could definitely use some of that reaction. I don't know that I have a good enough recording yet for the short brand. Unless you guys already have plans to like pull some of that. I can speak a little bit more on Delane if that would be helpful here in a minute. Just let me know via text or whatever. Or on the mic, because I can't multitask that well. I know we have some super chats. I will catch up on it. I am just, I'm recovering and trying to make sure we don't get behind on the draft as it is. We might have the next pick in. Yeah, so this makes sense. The Browns traded back from 6 to 9 because they needed an offensive tackle. And with the 9th overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Cleveland Browns select offensive tackle Spencer Fano out of Utah. Boom. With the Browns. What a crazy series of events, ladies and gentlemen. And while that has been confirmed, I'm going to catch up on some super chats, but whoo, goodness. Okay, Chiefs traded up. Yep, thank you, Bocious with the 2. Jay with the 2. Fire Brett Beach. Yes, let's go, said Darian. Thank you, man. Casey Brad, thanks for the 5. Okay, so Toma said, who was going to get in between 6 and 9? I don't know. You could have maybe had the Commanders. They were afraid. Maybe because the Commanders and Saints, like the Commanders kind of need cornerback help low key. So they could have been very high on the board. The Chiefs might have had a feeling or been a little bit afraid based on how the board was falling. Let's say they had the receivers and Mansour Delane just graded higher than Ruben Bain Jr. The receivers started to go. They're like, dude, we're not going to get a wide receiver. And if we sit there and Delane goes too, then I guess they just didn't want Bain. Like, I don't really know. Maybe they thought there was a chance Delane and Bain could have been gone and off the board, and they couldn't trade up with anybody else but the Browns. But your guess is as good as mine. They will speak. I think Veach will speak after the draft tonight, or the assistant GM will. And we should get a little bit of clarity on what they were thinking and what their process was onto why they did what they did. Casey with the 10, not at 6, just wow. Gave up too much for that, in my opinion. Maybe we do a trade down and get a pick back and get Parker or Zion Young. We'll see. Huh. I don't know. I'm shook. GMs get drug tested right, said Wesley with the 2. Casey, thanks again for the 10, man. I don't know. Crazy. Andy Beasley with the 5. Whoa, where did that go? I'm trying to catch up, and my computer is... It's not freaking out like the stream is good, but my super chats are being funny. Let me do this. I think I can go here and maybe see a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Okay. You think my mic had a sample issue? Something happened. It was causing my computer to shut down. It was like shorting out. The only thing I did different was plug another mic into my interface and had it over there, but it were crossing a lot of wires, so who really knows? Maybe it was causing it to kind of freak out. It already nuked one stream, and we're here. The Giants are on the clock at 10. If you don't follow the NFL like super heavy, you might not know this, but the Giants traded away Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL, straight up for pick number 10. So that's why the Giants have number 5 and number 10. In case you were curious, that's why they're on the clock again. The Bengals do not have a first-round pick at all. I believe not, because they traded it away for Dexter Lawrence. It does help the Bengals. And now you have Harbaugh over there in New York. I wonder if they go Caleb Downs here. You just load up on defense. There you go. Thanks, FLDB. There's the Bengals picks there. And maybe you could update the Chiefs picks. That'll be nice to see too. But the Giants could have wanted a receiver, but everybody's off the board. Like 2 of them are off the board, rather. You could go Mekhi Lemon here. I wonder if you go Caleb Downs, though. Like that makes a lot of sense, and we'll see if we can get... Yeah, insane. The Browns were going to take Spencer Fano at 6, I'm told. Instead, they get him at 9 and 3rd and 5th round picks for their trouble. Yeah, you're freaking welcome, Cleveland. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. I don't know what else to tell you. At number 10, the Giants are sticking and picking. I almost wonder if it's Caleb Downs. I mean, if you just look at like best available. If you just look at best available here. Oh, this looks insane. What are we doing, Cole? You washed up bandit? All right. Sorry, guys.
The Giants pick is in.
This has been insane. Okay, I'll get to it. I think it's Caleb Downs, but let's see. The pick is in, and with the 10th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select offensive tackle Francis Maui Noah out of Miami. Okay, so tackles are flying off the board here. Francis Maui Noah and Spencer Fano, I mean, they're 2 of the top tackles in this class. I think Spencer Fano is going to be more of the athletic guy. Francis, they both have a chance to end up sticking at guard, to be honest with you, but they're both right tackles. I think Fano has some left tackle experience for sure. But there you go. The Browns and the Giants get the top 2 tackles off the board. The Chiefs got the number 1 corner off the board. A couple of the receivers are already off the board. I mean, this is absolutely insane. I'm going to try to catch up on some of these super chats. Oh my goodness, man. Okay. Beasley, thanks again for the 5, man. JPap with the 2. I am in disbelief, not in a good way either. Wow. Macerdo with the 4 bomb. Cat Servant with the 42 months. I said after McDuffie and Watson were let go, we needed to get a corner in the first round. Nailed it. No, 100%. I did wonder if they would do that in that 29 to 40 pocket, because I still think there was some pretty talented corners. But what I did say is if they got Delane, I said this before the draft, that's day 1 ready. That's what you get when you draft somebody this early. You need somebody to come in and start right away. That is exactly what he's going to be doing. Now, what's crazy is, it's not that crazy, but Reuben Bain Jr. is still on the board. Somebody has said, hey, Bain's going to fall out of the top 10. Matt Miller said it. Other people have said it. And the reasoning is the arm length. They said if he falls, it's the arm length. He has historically short arms. The Chiefs are out enough on him to not trade up for him and not sit at 9. I think Bain would have been there at 9, so they just weren't high enough on him. That's just, it's as simple as that. Huck with the 28 months. Veach got into the chronic. Oh my goodness. NYC Randy with the 5. I can't lie. I hate this move. Trading up for a corner. You didn't just trade it. Well, you did trade up for a corner, but you got Delane, but you had to give up a 3rd and a 5th to do it. Ruined my day. Guess it's another year with us getting no pressure. Well, let's see what happens. There's still time left in the draft. I hope they get one with their next pick. They still have pick 29. It's not over yet. There's still a pocket of depth. Good quality pass rushers that you can be getting here. But Grim, thanks again for the 2. Luke with the 2. Who are we getting at 29 now? Well, since you got a corner, if you want to try to go best player available, it could be a few different positions. But I think you need to try to go pass rusher here. You need to try to even be aggressive if you have to. Not like overly aggressive, but you have that future third from the Trent McDuffie trade. If you got to use it and move up, do it. I'm not saying in round 1 per se, but you got to come out of here with a pass rusher at some point, and then possibly a wide receiver or an offensive tackle. I love the pick. Need a McDuffie replacement, said Dart. Darfleck with the 2. Yep. Definitely. I mean, I want to be slow to say that's going to replace McDuffie like right away because he's such a good corner, but absolutely. Again, though, the Miami Dolphins are up. They're on the clock. I don't think the pick is in. But yeah, the Giants passed on Caleb Downs. So Downs is still available. I mean, if we just look at best available here, Downs is still available. Reuben Bain Jr. is still available. Mekhi Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq. So I don't like how this looks, but I like their best available. I like best available. But I'm going to find something else for insane, dude. Officially a Rams fan now. Fire everybody, said Hero with the 2. Jay with the 10. Did we just trade up 3 spots for a corner? Yes, sir. Sammy with the 5. You wouldn't make this pick without having a handshake agreement with Cam Jordan, right? I was going to say that, so actually thanks for bringing that up, Sammy, and thanks for the 5. I think you still get a defensive end early, and you've got to get a vet like Cam Jordan after the draft. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you there. El Gante Jefe with the 5. Did you see Dave Merritt got arrested? Yeah, I wonder what that's going to do to the DB room. We'll wait and see, because I just don't know what's going to happen with that situation, to be honest with you. But I did see, and it was just unfortunate, man. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest with you, with off-the-field stuff, whether it's, I guess, coaches or players over the last handful of years. It's been quite a bit. It's been quite a bit. But I am going to check and see, because the Dolphins are on the clock. Matt Verderam. You guys know who Matt Verderam is. He said, Delane is a dream scheme fit for the Chiefs. He can play zone and man, but he's a phenomenal physical corner at the line. He's tough against the run, too. Can make great tackles. 0 flags in 2025. Like, there is a lot to like about Delane's game. So I'm not just going to sit here and act like he's not a good player. Was I surprised that they moved up to get him? Yes. But he's a good player, man. It's going to be good for the Chiefs. Even though I do wonder if they could have got him at 9. It's really tough to know. They might have been afraid that the Commanders or somebody else had him really high up on their board and that they wouldn't get him. I just don't know. Destiny with the 2. Me getting here right when the pick happened. Insane. Scrager with the 99 cents. Thank you. Thank you, Toma with the 2. We haven't had issue at the cornerback position. Pass rush, though. Yeah, they still need to address pass rush. Absolutely. Yeah, you've got to get home to the quarterback, man. They've done nothing for the defensive end room yet. Dana and Aminihu are gone. That's what they've done for the defensive end room. Keno with the 5. Not my first pick, but he is our guy now, so welcome to the kingdom. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Yo, my brother Brett. Dude, let's go with the 20 bomb. Love you, bro. Love the move. Defensive end is deeper than corner. Let's go, man. I do think they could still find somebody a bit later, but the fact that you lost cornerback 1 and 2 in the draft, like, this addresses one of those instantly. I would love a Davison Igbinosin, but they gave up pick 74, so you can't do that, probably. Like, he was in that range. But that's okay. Thanks so much, bro. That is my freaking brother with the 20 bomb. Thanks, dude. Ariels with the 2. Receiver and edge, 2940 could be possible for sure. Chief Sean with the 5. According to experts, there was only one cornerback worthy of round 1. It would have been Delane and Jermod McCoy, but Jermod McCoy is falling because of the knee. There's a concern that he's going to need another surgery. I'm checking to see if this pick is in. Do we have the next pick in yet, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe not. This has been absolutely insane so far.
Yeah, not seeing anything.
Is Alex taking notes on Delane?
Yeah, we got some.
Insane. Do you guys need anything for a short? What do we want to do on that?
He's working on one now. He says if he thinks he needs more, he'll let us know.
Okay. I'm still shook.
Yeah, and I guess my mic is a bit hot, according to chat, and it might be something you have to turn down on your end.
I can't. Can you turn it down on your end?
Yeah, I've gone as low as I can.
We need to get you a different mic, I guess. What are you using?
The Shure.
That's a good mic. You need to download the Shure app, and you can have all the controls in the world for it. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because you'll be able to, if you load up the Shure app on your computer, you can turn it down. Like, you could do everything within the app. You need the app, though. Troy, how you feeling so far? I'll bring you in a second, but the Cowboys are on the clock. The Cowboys traded up 1. They traded up the 12th pick. Wait. The Dolphins traded... No. There's a typo, and I can't read because this guy has a typo. The Dolphins traded the 11th pick to the Cowboys for the 12th pick, 177th overall, 180th overall, 2/5, basically. They moved back 1. The Cowboys move up 1. Cowboys on the clock. Ooh, I mean, if we want to do some guesses real quick here, I mean, the Cowboys on the clock. I mean, do they take the best remaining wide receiver in Mekhi Lemon because I think George Pickens is going to get traded? Do they go defense? Do they take Reuben Bain Jr.? Still trying to find more juice on the line after the Micah Parsons trade. I mean, those are a couple options you could go. Certainly.
Well, Cole, I will tell you, the Cowboys, they did go with safety Caleb Downs.
Oh, he was still on the board. Nice. So next time we gotta do it right. We got to do with the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Dallas Cowboys select safety Caleb Downs.
Dude.
I know. I told FLDB we needed the chimes. But okay, Caleb Downs. Where did you see that? Who said that? I haven't seen it. Oh, here we go. Ari Mirov. The Cowboys will select Ohio State safety Caleb Downs with the 11th overall pick. Crazy, dude. This draft board is... Mock drafts were wrong. Oh, my goodness. So, you got Mendoza, you got David Bailey, Jeremiah Love, Tate, Arvell Reese went 5, Mansour Delane went 6 to the Chiefs via a trade-up. Linebacker Sonny Styles went 7 to the Commanders. The Saints got Jordan Tyson, 8th overall. Spencer Fano went 9th overall to the Browns, and the Browns got, what, a 3rd and a 5th to move back 3 spots? What are you laughing at over there, Brand? We got Francis Mauigoa went 10th overall to the Giants. So the Giants got Arvell Reese and then Francis Mauigoa. The Cowboys traded up 1, swapping places with the Dolphins so they could get safety Caleb Downs. Holy smokes. So that means the Dolphins are on the clock now at 12. Troy, you want to take over for a second and give thoughts on some of these? Like, you're a Vikings fan. Your team's coming up.
We are coming up, man. So we pick at 18. When Caleb Downs fell out of the top 10, I was hoping and praying that the Vikings would make a move. And who knows? They might have made a phone call, but I mean, that's solid for Dallas. I'm actually surprised the Giants didn't take him at 10, but I don't hate the pick for them going O-line to protect Jackson Dart. It really feels like everyone's boards got flipped upside down when Carnell Tate went 4th to the Titans. I think Jeremiah Love at 3 was a little bit of a curveball. I mean, there was some pre-draft steam on it, but I think most people thought it was just smokescreen. But I really saw nothing about Carnell Tate going to the Titans.
Unreal,
so I
dude.
think that affected the Browns. I think that affected the Browns' plans. You see the trade affected the Commanders, like Brand said earlier. It's crazy. And now the Dolphins are on the board, or on the clock rather. I mean, they need everything. They need pretty much everything. They're in full on rebuild mode.
Yeah, I wonder if they could go.
Mekhi Lemon is still there.
Yeah, they need a receiver pretty bad. They do need a receiver pretty bad. All right. Bam, I think we're good. Back to live mode. Sorry, I was sitting down, so I was just like adjusting everything, but oh my goodness, man. What a day, ladies and gentlemen. What a day so far. The draft is here. It has been absolutely insane. Oh, I'm still going through super chats, guys. I know I'm behind. I'm trying to, it's a mix of like, want to cover the draft, want to talk through picks, want to hang out with you guys. Chief Sean with the 5. According to experts, there's only one CB worthy of, okay, I got that one. Everyday John with the 2. Does that mean Cam Jordan's coming? I think so. You got to. Slime with the 5. What are we doing not going Bane? I'm not sure, bro. The Chiefs were clearly higher on Mansour Delane, and a lot of teams are higher on other players than Ruben Bain. He was projected as a top 10 pick, and the Dolphins are here at 12, and he's still on the board. Yeah, he's still on the board. Vino with the 2. Without trading 29, it's really not that bad. No, it's not that bad. It's more just, could you have got him at 9 and not had to give up a 3rd and a 5th? But that's sometimes what you got to do in order to get your guy. You'll do a slight trade up, make sure you get what you need. And yeah, there we are with it. The Dolphins again are on the clock, pick 12. After a trade back with the Cowboys. Drank what with 18 months? Well. Me at 18 months on draft day. And certainly was a shock that Bane wasn't taken. Yeah, definitely. I literally screamed and shouted when they traded up to 6. I said, Ruben Bain Jr. is a Chief. And because my last mock, I had them trading up to 6 for Bane. But here's the thing, man. Teams have different boards. Like, even the national draft experts that are pretty accurate, a lot of people are wrong. And you never know until draft night how it's going to truly turn out. That was truly a shock. It was truly a shock. Hannah with 18 months said, Cole, I'm hearing we traded up because Commanders wanted Delane, and with McDuffie and Watson gone, getting the best cornerback made sense. Wouldn't be surprised if we trade up again for Ruben Bain before pick 20. I mean, dude, he could still be in striking distance here. We'll see what happens. I am so thrown off by what could happen next that I'm just here. We're hanging out. We'll see. We got to get through some of these team picks because the Cowboys are on the clock right now. And honestly, let me see if I can get who is next or who picked what. Okay. Do we have the next pick? Not yet. We're getting close, though. All right, I think we have 7,700 people in here, man. Hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna keep it moving, though. Wait a second. Not like that. I'm in some settings that I'm not in a lot. So I'm in like some old settings and I keep hitting the wrong screen share. Holy smokes, dude. All right, I definitely have several other super chats that we are going to get to. But the Dolphins are on the clock. They need everything. Bain is still available. Mekhi Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq, Monroe Freeling. Could go with this guy, the best guard in the draft. I struggle saying his name every time.
Whoa, I'm seeing maybe a trade.
Okay, another trade?
Ari Maroff says the Rams are selecting at pick 13 quarterback Ty Simpson.
What?
Yeah.
Breaking, the Rams will select Alabama quarterback. That's 13th. Who's 12? How did we miss that? We know pick 13, but how do we know that
I didn't
before?
see 12 anywhere. I haven't seen 12.
How's that even possible? We might know 13. Ari Mirov reported a minute ago that the Rams are going to select Ty Simpson with pick number 13. Dude, are we serious with this? I thought they were all in for this year. I mean, there's potentially their quarterback of the future with Matt Stafford possibly playing a year or two left. Like he might be on like a year-to-year thing here. Who is pick 12? Can we search? I'm gonna try to look too. Okay. I still don't have the pick for the Dolphins. We'll kind of wait and hold there. But Ari Mirov is, I think, at the draft. He's pretty accurate. We'll just kind of have to wait and see what's being said. Yeah, if you're in here trying to sync me with the stream of like the draft stream, we are ahead. We're on Twitter. We're typically getting them ahead of everybody, but here's kind of where we are. The last few picks, too. I wonder if I zoom out one. There we go. Delane to the Chiefs at 6. Styles to the Commanders at 7. Jordan Tyson to the Saints at 8. Fano to the Browns at 9. Francis Maui Noah to the Giants at 10. Caleb Downs went to the Cowboys. And I think we're all still searching. All right, we'll keep it going. Can you shout out Tad? Shout out to Tad. Shout out to Tad with the 2-bomb. Okay, okay, go ahead.
With the 12th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dolphins select Alabama offensive tackle Caden Proctor.
Whew, wow. Yeah, they need everything, man. You need to protect your quarterback, Malik Willis, that you just brought in. So there is that too. A lot of tackles are going off the board. That is 3 tackles in the last 4 picks. I hit the wrong button again. Bad, Cole. Spencer Fano went 9 to the Browns. Francis Maui Noah went 10 to the Giants. And then you said, yeah, Caden Proctor went 12 to the Dolphins. The Rams are on the clock at 13, and they might be taking a quarterback. Absolutely insane, dude. Yo, Brett, thanks for the text, brother. Mac Lethal shot me a text with a face. Another text that I just got. I'm so upset, dude. Giving up any draft capital for a cornerback is gross. Holy smokes, dude. Yeah, Caden Proctor is he's a great tackle prospect for sure. Big boy, 6'6", 350 pounds out of Alabama. I mean, one of the top tackles on the board for a reason. I believe he's primarily a left tackle, but holy smokes, dude. I'm going to pull up a couple different things here. I'm still adjusting some stuff from the stream shutting down once and then having to almost shut it down again. Yeah, so he was offensive tackle 4 on Dane Brugler's board. Caden Proctor was. Not even 21 years old yet. Big, strong, explosive. Starting caliber upside at left tackle, although some teams believe moving to guard would be best for his pro career. That's per Dane Brugler of The Athletic. Goodness. There's a lot going on. So I asked people a while back on April 3rd, if the Chiefs drafted Mansour Delane 9th overall, what would your reaction be? They actually drafted him 6th overall. Actually, crazy, guys. I'm still kind of shook from that. That is insane. Oh my gosh. My dad texted me and said, "You're my number one pick." Well, let's go. But nah, I can't be. You got two other sons. We all have to be your number one pick. Let's go, Dad. Love you. So yeah, the Rams have selected Alabama quarterback. Just with the what, the 13th overall pick. I wanted to confirm that, but I mean Jordan Schultz just tweeted it out too. So I think we're safe that the Rams did indeed take a quarterback at 13th overall. Or quarterback Ty Simpson. Boom. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson, 13th overall pick. That's per Jay Glazier. So the Rams get a quarterback to develop and kind of sit and learn from Matt Stafford, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on these super chats, man. Yoda, thanks for the 99 cents. Okay, I got to really catch up. Holy smokes. Okay. Molly with the 2. Thank you. Vino with the 2. We kept 29 and 40. Don't think it's that bad. No, sir. Les 1 with the 5. Cole, stay safe. Tornado warning near Ottawa, Kansas again. Yep, stay safe, everybody, please. Justin Pike with the 2. Is this guy better than McDuffie or just cheaper? I don't love declaring a draft pick that could be better than said player that hasn't played a snap yet in the NFL, but he's one of the best corners, or he is the best corner in this draft class. Might have been Jermod McCoy if he was healthy, but I do believe he could be a day one starter or very close to it and be an effective player in the Chiefs defense. I don't like to say right now in a definitive manner he will or will not be better than McDuffie, because McDuffie's one of the best corners in football. Like, he's got his limitations because of his size, but man, he can play in the slot, he can kick outside, plays at a very high level, blankets people consistently, talking about McDuffie. And the belief is that Mansour Delane could do that as well. Trey with the 2, Delane pick. Grim with the 2. Say what you want, at least we weren't Cincy. What, trading number 10 for Dexter Lawrence? I mean, that was kind of rich to give up that, but he's a great player. Hannah, he had a down year, of course, but he's still a great player. Hannah with the 5. People, not popular opinion. This was a smart move. Bain was gone, and Commanders would have taken Delane. Chiefs will still have 29 and 49th pick and get Delane. Wait. 29th and 49th? Oh, 29th and 40th? Sorry, you just might have missed 40th. I was like, did they get an extra pick? Am I tripping? Brady with the 2 said, I need copium. Stat. Yoda with the 39 months. Everyone complaining about the pick are the same people that complained about the Mahomes pick. Thank you for the 39 months. Shady with the 5. I feel like this is telling with no team picking Bain yet. Yeah, he fell. He's still available. Yeah, he's still available. Let's see if we got another one here. See if we can get, we don't have the next pick, but the Ravens are on the clock with pick 14. You can see down here, down below. Should have just traded that 9 for Dexter Lawrence, said Basketball with the 2. Well, then you would have to pay him $20-something million a year as well. Panda with the 2. I smell a TJ Parker pick. Very well could. Red with the 2. I may be out of the loop, but what is up with Bossa? Just don't know. Unproven still. Didn't really play a lot. 5th round pick for the Chiefs last year. Okay. Casey is killing me, said David with the 10, but I still love him. Always, man. It's always love for the team that we root for. You know, you could be frustrated or whatever, but got to trust the process here. We got to see the rest of the picks, see how it plays out, and then who they sign after the draft. Yeah, we don't know about Bossa yet, Red Pill. All right. Do we have any updates on any other picks, boys? No? Troy's not at his desk and Brand is doing something. All right, I'll check. And then FLDV doesn't have a mic because I pulled it from him. Sorry, dude. All right. gonna check Twitter and see if we got the next pick in, but I don't see anything yet. I mean, this is what we're looking at right now. They're a little behind here. The Rams selected the quarterback, and the Ravens are on the clock. But yeah. So that's kind of where we're at with it right now. Stay safe out there. There's some thunderstorms, tornadoes, all kinds of stuff like in the Midwest, Oklahoma right now. Stay safe out there, everybody. The next couple of picks remaining, next couple of picks on the docket, rather, not remaining. There's a lot of picks remaining, but the Bucks, the Jets, the Lions, the Vikings are up at 18. Hannah with the 5. Guess who called Chiefs picking Delane round 1 on March 27th? Mina Kimes. Yeah, at 9, I was like, I wondered if you could trade back and get him, but they traded up to get him. They got the guy that they wanted. That's clear. That's who they wanted. Yoda, thanks again for the 99 cents. JPap with the 2. Schrager had Bain at 12 and Cooper at 20. Would have liked. Yeah, for sure. Andrew at the 32 months. We might be picking in the top 10 next year, too, at this stage. Well, I hope not. Yeah, Ty Simpson is with the Rams. The pick is in for the Ravens now at 14. See if we got any answers here yet. I think we should have pick 14. Yeah, Ravens draft Penn State guard Vega Loan. I never know how to say his name. I'm very sorry. I did not study guards really for this draft for the Chiefs. I studied almost every other position group outside of guards. But that is the best guard on the board, the best guard in this draft class. So Vega is with the Ravens. And yeah, he's going to be a plug-and-play starter. He's going to play a plug-and-play starter for the Ravens, man. So the Bucks are on the clock now, 15th overall. Solo Saga with the 2 said, did Veach take a trip with A-Rod on a darkness retreat? Luke with the 2. Ruben fall to 29. I don't think he's going to fall that far, to be honest with you, but like I still wonder if he's one of the next pass rushers off the board. We'll see. Matthew with the 5. I kind of hope we take a corner at 29 also. Overcompensate and make a weakness a strength. Oh, man. I mean, they had McDuffie, Jalen Watson, and Brian Cook last year in coverage and were 4th worst on third downs, bottom 8 in sacks because they couldn't get home to the quarterback. So hopefully at 29 they can get a pass rusher. I do think at this point right now especially that is a much greater need than another corner, especially in the first round, but we'll see what happens, man. At this rate, it could go any which way. Brady with the 5. We had an all-pro corner last year. We still never stopped a third down. Yep. It's exactly, you just echoed what I said. Thank you for the 5. Tad, shout out to you with the 2. Great pick at 9, but giving that much up is crazy, said JPav. Yeah. Keno with the 2. So now CB1 and 2 are Nolan Delane. Yeah, most likely. Yep, I think so. Socket with the 1587. Let's go, dude. People got to ask themselves, do you want the number 1 corner or the number 3 and falling fast edge? He's still falling, and they got the number 1 corner. Nefarious with the 5. I'm going to fall over. If we do another trade for Bain or he drops to 29, just pure insanity. Yeah, I mean, Bain has been going in the top 10, top 15, and basically everybody's mocks. Yeah, basically everybody's mocks. Ink Punt with the 5. Zion Young at 29, possibly. JPap with the 2. Thank you guys for all the super chats, the kind words. Maybe it won't be the last time we draft top 10. I hope that's not the case. Veach seat is on fire. Delane better be defensive player of the year. I mean, we'll see. Let's see how the rest of the draft plays out, man. But hopefully he balls out. I'm rooting for him, for sure. He's the best corner in this draft class. He'll definitely help. Yeah, he will definitely help. There's so many super chats, dude. I am trying to get up here. Veach drafted with his strength. Sino's cornerback. That's very true, Dark. They have the best hit rate really on any position group. That's cornerback out of everybody. Do we have any updates? See if we got any updates. I keep waiting for FLDB to respond only to know that I yanked his mic so my stream would quit crashing.
Mansour I'm not seeing anything yet for the Bucks at 15.
Okay. Mansour Delane on the Chiefs per Nate Taylor. There's no better opportunity. We have a championship team. We had one little down year. I'm ready to go. On why he wanted to join KC, Coach Spags, everything, the culture. It's a winning program. You know what's on the other side of the ball. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Kenneth Walker. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go, man. I mean, I'm hyped for him. What am I going to do? Hate the guy? Heck nah. He's a Chief. Let's go. Flip with the 43 months. Out of all the picks from all the teams so far, which picks are a steal to you and which team reached? I'm a little surprised that the Rams went quarterback at 13, but they must have been high enough on him. Ty Simpson was a surprise. I mean, I really think Tate was a surprise at 4, and that started throwing some things off. Mansour Delane getting traded up for from the Chiefs was definitely a surprise. Bane's still on the board at 15, and we're waiting on the Bucks pick right now. He's falling. That's a little surprising, but it is, but it isn't. He has historically short arms. So teams are out right now, at least for where they're getting him. Virgil with the 2 said the dumbest decision I have ever seen by a GM. Must be talking about trading up. Irwin with the 20. Thanks so much for the 20 bomb. Graham, hi Cole. We need Bane, and I am going to the Royals. Let's go, Graham. Go hang out with the Royals. Watch them hopefully win a game for you. They just got approved for a downtown stadium, so that's fun. We're getting closer to catching up on some of these super chats. Tactical with the 5. I feel like we made the trade up seeing Reese drop, thinking Giants were going Tyson. Yeah, maybe so. Very, very true. The pick is in, by the way, for the Bucks. Troy, if you want to see it, you could announce it.
Yeah, I hate to break the hearts of Chiefs fans everywhere, but with the 15th overall pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Ruben Bain Jr.
Ruben Bain, 15th overall to the Bucks. I am a little sad, but it's fine. Here's the thing, man. We can fall in love with draft crushes or say, oh, this team should draft this guy and really be high on that person. And I was pretty high on Bain, but you have to realize that at the end of the day, we're just fans on the outside trying our best to look inside, and we just do not know what the board is going to look like for the actual team that we root for. And here's the thing. The fact that Bain fell to 15, a lot of teams are out on him there. Yeah, that's just the truth of the matter. And you know what? Because he is one of my favorite picks, one of my favorite players in this draft that I was pretty high on. Again, this stream is sponsored by Dude Wipes. I'm going to go with the cleanest pick of the draft. You didn't have to trade up for him. You got Ruben Bain Jr. at 15. That is a great pick for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Again, shout out to Dude Wipes for sponsoring today's stream. I've been using them for 5+ years. This was the easiest sponsored stream ever. They're like, do you need product? I said, no, I don't need product, actually, because I literally have a ton of these in my house right now. These are unopened, okay? These are unopened, all right? But man, shout out to Dude Wipes. They made them 35% larger than the competition, mainly for dudes, but man, it's for every single butt, okay? We use it on the dog. Kids use them. Wife, take them on trips. Use them to clean your hands. All of it. #1 flushable wipes brand on Amazon, Walmart. Over 4 billion butts wiped every year with Dude Wipes. Shout out to them. Thanks again for sponsoring the stream, making this stuff happen. The fact that we can have Troy here, Brand here, FLDB with the scoreboard, holding it down. We've got 7,300 people in chat right now. It means a lot, dude. I've been looking forward to the draft for quite a while here. Let's see if we could get... Do we have any answers on the next pick? I know that the Jets are on the clock at 16. Next up are the Lions. You can see on the little ticker down here. FLDB crushed this scoreboard, dude. I mean, look how sick this is. You got the ticker of who was drafted down lower. I don't think we know the Jets pick yet. We'll keep looking. Yeah, because the Bucks just selected Ruben Bain Jr. Please mention the current pick every so often for new join people. Yeah, you could see it down on the screen. I don't know if we could flash back to it, but that's a good feedback. Dwight, thank you so much for the 10 bomb. I know I'm delayed, but what I am going to try to do is also just reflect back to this page so you can see like the last few. We can see the last few and then who also is on the clock. So Caden Proctor went 12th overall to the Miami Dolphins. Ty Simpson out of Alabama, drafted by the Rams at 13. And then, I'm not saying that name, dude, but the Ravens got the best guard in this draft class. Troy, you got to look up his pronunciation because it's really going to bother me. Can you look up this guy's pronunciation? Pick 14.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Dude, because it's insane. I tried it a few times. I was like, yeah, I'm going to. It's like when the Chiefs drafted Felix Anudike-Uzomah or Kingsley Sewell-Matiia. I'm trying to think of other names that are just will get you. I mean, Maxi Hanachor is another one. They say his name 18 different times. What's up, Brand? How's your mic?
Hey, that's better.
It's hot, hot, hot. Can you turn it down?
Okay.
In a perfect world, you're 6 inches or so from your mic, but just turn that bad boy down. You should be able to test it on your end. Worst case, start low. Hi, Troy's there. He's frozen, though. You're not frozen. Why are you on the screen? I don't know. All right, we back. The Bucs selected Reuben Bain Jr. This is a little behind. So the Jets are on the clock. That's what we need on this scoreboard is the previous pick. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to show all that.
Well, the Jets just picked at 16, and I'm sad as a Vikings fan, but the Jets went with
safety?
tight end Kenyon Sadiq.
Ooh.
Pretty interesting. They drafted Mason Taylor. I think he was a 2nd or 3rd round pick last year, but now they add Sadiq. I mean, they need help all over the roster, but I'm sure they feel Sadiq is the best player available. So there you go, off the board at 16 to the Jets.
Yeah, they've got some fun pieces, obviously. They traded away one of their receivers this offseason. Might have. I need to look at their depth chart, but adding Kenyon Sadiq to a room or an offense with Breece Hall, they have a great receiver too.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. That's
yeah. Mm-hmm. Garrett Wilson. The thing is, man, they need a lot of work, dude. Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
They have A.D. Mitchell. I don't know. I feel like they traded away somebody though. So much happened in free agency. I can't even keep it together. But all right, so to recap here, the Bucs went with Reuben Bain Jr. at 15. The Jets went with tight end Kenyon Sadiq at 16. The Lions are now on the clock at 17. The Vikings are next, and that's Troy's team. That's Troy's team at 18. So we'll definitely have him on screen for that. Typical with the 5. I'm a little skeptical, but I'm ready to see what Mansour got. I think he could really be good, though. They could have got him at 9. I do wonder if they could have got him at 9. Hopefully we can hear from Brett Veach and company what they were afraid of. Like, here's the thing. Just because we saw teams take other positions, they really could have had Mansour Delane next on their list. As far as, like, best player available, very high grade, they could have went with him, but the Chiefs moved up and got Mansour Delane. So they moved up from 9 to 6. Like, could the Commanders have had Delane higher than Sonny Styles? Could the Saints at 8 have had Delane higher than Jordan Tyson? I'm just looking at like who was selected and who they went with. It's impossible to know. The Chiefs could have sat back and waited, and Delane could have went 7 or 8. It's really tough to know. But good for the Browns because they wanted Spencer Fano at 6. They traded back with the Chiefs. They got a 3rd and a 5th round pick and still got the exact guy that they wanted. They were a prime trade down candidate. Nefarious with the 20. I have to troll and say, Cole, why do you use FLDB draft board? It was so beautiful. Wait, it's here. What do you mean? Great coverage in spite of the PC issues. I'm here for remote help if you need tech to look at the system post-stream. Let's go get Bane still. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I unplugged the second mic, and we haven't had a single problem. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now. There's not a second mic plugged in. Nothing is crashing or freaking out or breaking down, and we're just going to keep rolling with that. But thank you, Nefarious, for the 20. Yeah, we got the board or the ticker. I know you're trolling about that. We got it, though. So the Lions are on the clock. Do we have any update on that? If you guys could check Twitter, just let me know. Russ with the 5. It was a B-plus pick. However, he got McDuffie potential. It was either Bailey, Tate, or the best corner on the board. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but the stream just stopped. I stopped hearing the draft audio in my... Okay, I don't know why. I thought my computer like froze or something, but we're good. I have a little trauma from earlier with the stream crashing, but Dwight, thanks so much for the membership. Donkey, with the 1 month, Veach has lost his mind. No one was going to pick a corner before pick 9. It's tough to know. I would think he would have still been there, but again, we don't know. But they made sure that they got a position of great need, cornerback, and they just weren't high enough on Bane to take him there. They just weren't. And a lot of other teams weren't either. That's why he went 15. So we can knock the Chiefs if we want there for taking Bane, or maybe the knock more is not that the fact that they didn't take Bane, it was the fact that they traded up from Mansour to Lane. I'm not sure. This is a weird draft. There's not a lot of high-end premium talent, not a lot of quarterbacks going in the top 10. You basically have to throw positional value out the window. But the Chiefs, like, the cornerback is still, it's not a, what would you call it, a premier position or a premium position, actually. But look what Trent McDuffie just got paid, $31 million a year. That is a premium position, financially speaking, close to it, even though defensive ends are now making $50 million a year. All right, so the pick is in for the Lions. What's up, Brand? Were you saying something?
Yep, Lions pick is in.
You turn your mic down a little. He's probably getting annoyed, but what's happening is you're probably just talking louder on stream than you are in your test, but it's close. It was a lot closer. Okay, so the Lions are going to select the Lions are going to select offensive tackle Blake Miller out of Clemson at 17th overall. Another tackle off the board. I mean, the way that these tackles are falling, I had Ruben Bain at 6 and the Chiefs getting Blake Miller in one of my recent mocks. It was just like an ideal, hey, I would like this to happen kind of a thing. But man, Miller's gone. He's with the Lions. I mean, they needed tackle help for sure. So there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hone in for rounds 2 and then day 3, we're going to have this down to a little bit more of a science. Barry with the 10. What's good, brother? Thank you so much. Nefarious with the 5 gifted. Dwight with the 10 bomb. You guys are going crazy. Justin with the 2. So what's the salary for the 6th overall pick? Maybe somebody can look that up for me. Brand or Troy, just somebody. Rye with the 5. I don't have an issue with the pick, but I think we could have just got him at 9 and kept our picks, just my opinion. Yeah, it's impossible to know, but that could have been a real possibility. It's kind of the risk that you take. You want to make sure you get a guy that you're really high on. He could have still been there, but I think they just wanted to sure it up. You lost Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie in free agency, and corner was a big need. Chief DeLorean with the 40 months was really hoping for a pass rusher or D lineman in the top 10. Was there none available? None that they were high enough on. Arvell Reese and David Bailey were gone, but they weren't high enough on Bane, and every other team passed on Bane, and he went 15th overall. It wasn't like a huge slide, but he was definitely fell out of the top 10. Jay Ruse with the 2. Would you trade up for Bane or Sadiq? Yeah, I must be behind because they've already drafted both of those guys. Sorry, I am delayed. I was potentially open to a small trade up for Bane, nothing drastic, but other teams showed you, hey, we're out on him being drafted that early because of the arms. That's my guess. Like, what else are you falling for? Historically short arms, that did it. Dino Guy, actually, sorry, with the 10 bomb. Thank you so much. Donkey with the 2. Thanks for hosting. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here, everybody. Panda with the 2. Could Bane fall to the Jets? Well, he fell to the Bucks. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Makai Lemon at 29 if Bane is gone. Said Vino with the 2. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if Makai Lemon makes it to 29. American 1020 with the 43 months. What's up? Just got home. Let's go. Got a cornerback at 6. Yes, sir. Pretty crazy. Thanks for the hosting the stream. Yeah, heck yeah. JJ with the 2. The Jets might take Bane. The Bucks took him before he could. Takers with the 5. I wish I could have your commentary over the visuals of the draft. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I wish we could throw up the draft on there. Definitely would get this entire channel shut down. But thank you for being here. Just the kind words. Nefarious with the 2. Akeem Mesidor, the opposite side of Bane, I guess. Yeah, he's definitely one of the top-ranked pass rushers in this draft. He's 25 years old, which is crazy, but yeah, he can get after the quarterback. I'm trying to catch up on these super chats, but the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, though, so I do want to have Troy hanging out with this because he's a Vikings fan. Do you know the pick? Do you want us to tell it to you? What do you want us to do here?
I don't know the pick. I've been absolutely spamming refresh on Twitter. I feel like it's going to be Dylan Thieneman, the safety out of Oregon. He's been mocked to the Vikings by everybody and their grandparents. So that is what I expect him to do. Oh, shoot. I just thought.
Who do you want? And is it
Can you announce it? Can you announce it?
Wow. It's a bit of a surprise.
Okay.
I thought they could have traded down to get this guy, but.
All right, so hold on. With the 18th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select
defensive tackle Caleb Banks out of Florida.
Okay, yeah, that is a surprise.
That's the first defensive tackle off the board, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. How much of a need was that for your team?
A massive need. It's one of the biggest needs, so it makes sense. Okay. I just thought with this class of defensive tackles, they could have traded back a little bit, picked up some day 2 or day 3 capital a little bit, but I don't hate it. They definitely addressed a major need. Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave were 2 guys that played a lot of snaps for them last year. Both were cap casualties this offseason. So it makes sense. But I really wanted Kenyon Sadiq to be there at 18. So I'm honestly just surprised they didn't take Thieneman, but I don't hate it. They addressed a big need.
So Caleb Banks was Dane Brugler's defensive tackle 4 behind Caden McDonald, Peter Woods, and Christian Miller, but healthy, he would have been DT1 in this class. So he was DT1 off the board. He had the fractured 4th metatarsal and left foot the night before on-field testing at the NFL Combine and underwent surgery in March of 2026. However, he dealt with the injured left foot in 2025 during spring practices. The foot fully snapped during fall camp, which forced him to sit out first 2 games of the 2025 season. He returned for the LSU game, but re-aggravated the injury and needed surgery, returned for the final 2 games. So that is obviously some concern there with Caleb Banks, but I was listening to some talk on Caleb Banks recently, and they said he's got shades of Chris Jones to his game. So just throwing that out there, not saying he would ever become that ceiling, like that Chris Jones is the ceiling because he's one of the best defensive tackles to play in quite some time, right? But there are shades of like that, those flashes, like that guy that can just win at a high level. So hopefully the foot stuff, which is a concern to me, but hopefully the foot stuff is a thing of the past and you guys can get past that and get a lot of value out of him, especially for taking him 18th overall.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously they must feel good enough about his medicals. It's definitely a bit of a swing. Again, I thought they could have traded back to get him, but I don't hate it. And we'll see. It could high risk, high reward situation.
Yeah, kind of. It could pay off though. Do you want to jump off and make some content on that?
Yes, sir.
Just so you guys know, Troy started his own channel not that long ago called Skol Baby, SKOL Baby. A couple hundred subs on YouTube, but we're pumping out Vikings content just like we are for the Chiefs. So if you enjoy NFC or Vikings content, that's where to go. But he's jumping off now to make some of that content right now. Appreciate you, Troy. That's a fun pick for you guys.
How does this sound now?
I think it's better. What's up?
Cool.
How's it going?
Hey, speaking of content, do you want us to just start dropping stuff?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, you could do something like for a title, I don't know how many characters this is, but let's get back to the draft here. Pick 19. Panthers are on the clock. Let me go to screen share kind of the last few picks that have happened, and we can keep everybody in the loop here. I did it again. No soup for you, Cole. God bless America. All right, so Kenyon Sadiq went 16 to the Jets. Blake Miller went 17 to the Lions. Caleb Banks went 18 to the Vikings. The Panthers are on the clock. The Cowboys are next, and we'll see. The Chiefs are at 29. We'll see what ultimately ends up happening here. But that's kind of where we're at. Beasley with the 2 said trade 29 for Brian Thomas Jr. Maybe. You can't rule out some trades happening, but we'll see. Brian Thomas Jr. still has 2 years on his rookie deal and the ability to pick up the 5th-year option. Proven at least at the NFL level. Rookie year was great. Down year last year, but it's a possibility. Fun Basher with the 8 months. I like the KC pick, but it's kind of hard to justify the cost. He might have been there at 9. I'll wait to see how the rest of round 1 goes before judgment. Probably need to wait to see. We need to get into day 3 before fully judging, I think, one way or the other personally. But yeah, we'll see. American 1020 with the 10. The offensive guard that Baltimore took sent messages of how to pronounce that on X. I sent you a soundbite. Oh, that would be extremely helpful, actually. Where did you send it? All right, here you go, here you go, here you go. What? I can't say that. I'm gonna mute the draft stream, and I want you guys to hear what he just said. This is the guard that got selected. Can you pull up his name real quick? FLDB, can you pull up the name on screen? And I want you guys to hear this and tell me if you could pronounce this back. Can you hear this?
Ola iwa venga yoangi. Ola iwa venga yoangi. Ola iwa venga yoangi.
I'm just gonna call him Ola Iwani.
Ola iwa venga yoangi.
Yoang, dude.
I think there's a G in there too.
Bro, I'm about to get smoked, dog. My name is Cole. My name is Cole. I'm just bad. So sorry, guys. That is a great name. Shout out to him, dude. All right, we got to get back to it. I was gonna try to say it back to y'all, and I was like, look, I can't. Like, shout out. It's Islander name. Like, they're awesome. I obviously like Kingsley Suamatia. I'll get it down eventually, but that's a beast of a name. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so the Panthers with the 19th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. They're going to select offensive lineman Monroe Freeling. He's a tackle, left tackle, I believe. And that's per the scoreboard. I'll verify that on Twitter, but I'm sure that's right if it's being announced. And the Eagles are trading up to 20, by the way, with the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles are on the clock. We have a trade. Were you going to say something, Brand?
No,
Maybe
just
not.
confirming that Panthers pick.
Okay. Yeah. Monroe Freeling. That was a guy that recently got mocked to the Chiefs at 9. And I was like, man, look, dude, he's nice. But at 9, instead they got Mansour Delane at 6. I don't know how many characters that is. Do you need a title? Probably.
Yeah.
Here, I got you. Here, do this title. There you go, though. Phil, can you drop that everywhere?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right, so the Philadelphia Eagles traded up with the Steelers. The Eagles, I mean, they traded up several. They traded with the Cowboys. Where are the Cowboys? 23. So they moved up from 23 to 20. And the Eagles are on the clock. Now, best available. Who's still left? Mekhi Lemon, Ramad McCoy, Akeem Mesidor, Dylan Thieneman, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. So EMW. Got some corners. I mean, here's the thing. If they're trading A.J. Brown, you got to get the best remaining receiver. There's basically like a backdoor handshake, I believe, between the Eagles and the Patriots for a trade. It can't happen until after the draft. Could the Eagles be going wide receiver? Mekhi Lemon? That's not really who you would think. I mean, Omar Cooper Jr., that could be an option. Casey Concepcion could be an option if the Eagles are going wide receiver. That's just if they're going wide receiver. But they're on the clock. Because again, Monroe Freeling was drafted by the Carolina Panthers at 19. I'm still trying to catch up on these super chats, guys. I'm sorry, but I appreciate everybody. Xavier with the 2. If 29 is an edge, does that point to Cam Jordan? I think even if 29 is an edge, they need Cam Jordan, personally. Like kind of where I'm at with it. Drezzy with the 2. Great stream. Go Wolves for me and Skull Baby. Let's go. Heck yeah, dude. Bam with the 37 months. Veach fail. We probably have the worst graded draft in the league, and we gave a bag for it. Worst graded draft in the league. I mean, it's only been one pick. It's hard to, I think, fully grade a draft on that pick. It is a little bit of a reach, I think, but dude, it's hard to know because Bain fell to 15. Like, just stuff happens in the draft, and teams have different grades on people. It's just kind of the reality of the situation. Do we have the Eagles pick, though? I'd like to know. Let me see. Boom. There it is. Boom. With the 20th overall pick, the Philadelphia Eagles traded up from 23 to 20 with the Dallas Cowboys to select wide receiver out of USC, Mekhi Lemon, a slot demon. This guy has great feel in zone. Great yards after the catch, strong hands. He's 5'11", 195. I'm not concerned about his height. I think that's a great get for the Eagles, who, again, I think this literally says, hey, we are trading A.J. Brown after the draft to the New England Patriots. That's what I think is going to happen in June. They can't do it until after June 1st because of just a weird stipulation in his contract. They'll have a lot less dead money, but there we go. So that means who is on the clock? That's a great get, man. I like Mekhi Lemon a lot. I thought he would have been a good fit for the Chiefs, even for your volume guy, middle of the field, short intermediate, afterlife of Rice and Kelsey. But man, the Eagles get a good guy. I was pretty high on the guy. So back to this. That's a great pick. Okay. What are we doing? Said Stacy with the 1 month. Panda with the 5. Monroe Freeling still out there. He gone. Sorry. Stacy with the 2. Appreciate all this, guys. Kevin with the 5. Thanks so much, everybody. Mikey with the 5. McCoy still on the board. Just double up and be done with corner for the next 5 years. Dude, if they take another corner, I might fall out of my chair. They need pass rush help really bad. I hope you can get a pass rusher, but I mean, Jermod McCoy is a freaking dog. He's an awesome corner. Might need another knee surgery, but shoot, if he's the best player on the board by far, I'm not going to rule it out at this point. I'm not ruling anything out. CBKC with the 15 months. I don't think we sit it still at 29, bet we trade up. Could. They already gave up a 3rd and a 5th to move up already. Could use the future 3rd maybe. Monty Baker, like the pick. Go Chiefs. Thanks so much for the 20 bomb, dude. Let's go. Tommy with the $7.99. Mesidor would be great at 29. Yeah, we'd effectively have him on a rookie deal during his prime. Exactly. No, exactly. See, Swifty Spin with the 10. Desperately trying to stay awake for our next pick. It's currently 2:50 in the morning here. And Kilmarnock, Scotland. Ooh, let's go. I probably butchered the name. Sorry, but thanks for holding down the stream. Said Swifty with the 10. Your reactions are A+. I mean, that was a real pure reaction. I was shocked. Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock, by the way. Up next is the Los Angeles Chargers. You can see the last few picks right here. Whoever bet Chiefs pick Mansour Delane is a billionaire now. If they bet on the Chiefs trading up for him, they can retire right now. Yeah, they can absolutely retire right now. Hannah with the 5. I was watching and Commanders took their entire clock to pick Styles. Veach 100% jumped them for Delane. Ooh, interesting observation. Because, yeah, if the Commanders wanted Delane at 7, this is what I'm saying, guys. We don't truly know. We can say that he would have for sure been available at 9. But that's like, yeah, we can say that. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. It's impossible to know at the draft. There's so many things that could play out, so many scenarios, so many things we could be wrong about. But that's a good little note there, Hannah. Casey Brad with the 2. Who's the best defensive end left on the board? If you're just looking at edge, I mean, Akeem Mesidor, that for sure. This is right. Keldrick Falk, he's a bigger bodied guy, not as going to get after the passer as much, but he's still got upside. He's pretty young as well. Zion Young, Cassius Howell, all these guys are still available. But just best in general, McCoy, Mesidor, Thieneman, EMW, Avion Terrell, Denzel Boston. Got some wide receivers coming up. And again, the Steelers are on the clock. Chargers are up next. See what one of the division rivals of the Chiefs do here in the next pick. Now the Steelers, they were ones that could have drafted potentially Ty Simpson. He's off the board now with the Rams. See if we can get back to this. Okay, should the Chiefs draft defensive tackle at 29th pick, said Load? I mean, maybe. I need to see who's still there and how the board kind of looks here in a second. Sean, thanks so much for the membership, brother. Let's go. James with the 2. First super on the stream. Come on now. Thank you. Chris with the 20. Go Chiefs. Heck yeah, man. How about those? Say it with me. Chiefs. Blake with the 2. To be honest, I strongly dislike the trade up to get Delane. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a divisive selection amongst the fan base. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's no way around it. Absolutely no way around it. Let's see. Yoda with the 2. I think we trade up to 24 and take Delane. Who did you really mean to say? Because that would be crazy. That would be crazy. What is Veach doing? We going to get AJ? AJ Brown? I think it's the Patriots. Basically traded IGB and Coleman Jr. to move up to 6. Yeah, if those were potential candidates in that range, for sure. I mean, a 3rd and a 5th. Yeah. You could look at it that way if they were available there, but for sure. Casey Concepcion? Yeah, he could be an option for the Chiefs there. The Steelers are still on the clock. Let me see if I can get an answer to who they actually drafted here. The Eagles took Mekhi Lemon. We know that.
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Oh, I forgot you were here. What's up, dude?
What up? Yeah, hopefully this sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds better. I'm going to bring you in, though. If you want to tilt that in a second, when you can, just tilt that down so your head is at the top of the screen. Just when you can. Do you think we should draft a receiver? I need defensive end, receiver. Both of those are needs. I think defensive end over receiver, but...
Yeah. Definitely do not go cornerback.
I'm not going to rule it out, dude. I just don't know what to think right now. I'm not going to rule anything out at this point in time, but I would think you go defensive end. I mean, who the heck? I'm going to be out there blocking or trying to get to the quarterback next year for the Chiefs if they don't get a guy. You want me out there? I'm 195 pounds, and I'm going to have a 0.1% win percentage. So they better do something. Who do the Steelers get? The pick is in. I'm waiting to see if I can get an answer. Okay, with the 20th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select offensive lineman out of Arizona State, Max Ihanachor. Boom. They needed some tackle help. They got some tackle help. And I think the way that the board has fallen for tackles, I don't think the Chiefs are going to be in on a tackle at all. I think all the guys are gone. I mean, that you would want to take in this range. So hopefully you can get defensive end. More super chats when Chiefs fans are pissed. It's either when they're super pissed or they're doing really well. Super chats were mind-blowing when they won the Super Bowl. Then they won it again and were mind-blowing again. But whether it's good or bad, I mean, I still remember the last game of the regular season, the Chiefs went in the playoffs, and everybody was going insane then too. So a very supportive community, and Chiefs fans, and not just Chiefs fans in this chat either, but just I feel like football fans, man, they take care of their own. So appreciate you guys. JPAP with the 2. Yeah, read that. Okay, Load with the 2. Chiefs should trade defensive tackle or draft defensive tackle Caden McDonald from Ohio. Shoot, I'm not gonna rule out defensive tackle, defensive end. I mean, they need it pretty bad. So the Chargers are on the clock, guys. The Cowboys are up next. Chargers have picked 22. The Cowboys have picked 23. Devious with the $. Thank you so much. Casey with the 5 said, good news at least. Enough good edges left. We can get one next pick, or do you think you take Concepcion or Omar Cooper? Thoughts? So just looking at the way that the board is, and like best players still available, Akeem Mesidor at 29 would be a win. Yeah, I think Akeem Mesidor is a win. I don't care that he's 25. You just get him during his prime, and then I don't know what I understand. You want to draft to have that player around as long as possible, or have them ball out and trade them for a haul of draft picks. But this guy would get after the quarterback at a very high level. 6'3", 260 pounds. This guy can win. Violent hands. He's definitely one of the best guys on the board that's going to be able to get after the quarterback. Good fluidity, multiple pass rush moves in his repertoire. Pretty good against the run too. So I wouldn't mind this at all for the Chiefs at 29. Now, you could go Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver. You could go Casey Concepcion. We'll see kind of how the board falls and what that ends up looking like. Matt with the 5 said, sure hope we get a pass rusher. Yeah, me too, bro. Marcus with the 2. Chiefs, let's go, brother. Chief DeLorean with the 5. I have confidence Merritt will coach Delane into a top corner, and I hope everything's good with Dave Merritt. He did get arrested last night. He's out on bail. I don't have a lot of details on the situation, to be honest with you, but let's see if we can find out. The Chargers are on the clock. Nope. No answer there yet.
Nope, nothing yet.
All right, nothing yet. Bro, I didn't have time to eat dinner before the stream. I am definitely getting hungry. But I think this night, it's a night 1. Where are we at?
Pick
We're at
22.
pick 22.
It's going by
It
quick.
might be over at 10, maybe. We'll eat dinner shortly after 10. It's the draft, man. It's just always crazy over here. All right, how's everybody feeling over there? Cheers, Cole. Cheers, everybody. I'm drinking water over here, but cheers. Glad you get some Whataburger. I have some food upstairs. Check tornado warnings, Cole. Yeah, how's that looking? I took a headphone out, FLDB.
Alex said it's pouring there already.
Well, more than just checking the radar, can you check, like, go to KCTV5? Are they live streaming on YouTube? Because they'll do, like, a live, like, local follow of real accurate, here's what's going on. It would be on YouTube, but Spags would love Falk, run stuffer, pass rush, upside. Yeah, that would not be my favorite pick personally, but, you know, if that's what they do and they have a vision for him, then that's fine. He would definitely help stop the run. I mean, he's a big dude, does have that upside as a pass rusher. He's still pretty young. Yeah, you could go Colton Hood. Severe thunderstorm warning is all that it is right now, I think. But again, the Chargers are on the clock. I will show you the last few picks here. I'm trying to do a balance of looking online, seeing what's there, processing through what could happen, who could be next, especially for the Chiefs, and then also giving updates on how the board is looking with the recent picks. Tornado near Kearney and Liberty. Okay, well, please stay safe out there, guys. I know the draft is on, but pay attention to the weather alerts. I mean, the only thing here, me and FLDB, that's Frankie. He's in the back over there running the scoreboard or the draft board. We're already in the basement. So we're already there. Yeah, big red right there said Cole's in the basement. He good. We're good. Just don't want to lose power, and I don't want the stream to trip out again. I've already had to start a stream over. Did you tag that and everything, Brand?
Yeah, I just reused the settings from the first one.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. As a Chiefs fan, I like the first pick, said load with the 2. I definitely don't mind it. I was just a little surprised that they had to trade up to get him, but man, he could have very well been gone, and who knows where they would have gone with that. Tate was gone by then. I mean, who else? Sonny Style, well, Tate was gone. Love, Reese. Chiefs got Delane. I think the Commanders might have wanted him. They got Sonny Styles. Jordan Tyson was available. But, yeah. We're just rolling with it right now. Ooh, the Chargers pick is in with the 22nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Los Angeles Chargers select defensive end, Akeem Mesidor out of Miami. So that is the best pass rusher off the board, and that's a little frustrating. Not because the Chiefs didn't get him, but because of the team that got him. They needed pass rush help. It's the Chargers, and this guy's going to be getting after Patrick Mahomes twice a year now for the next several years. So don't love that, but he is a good player. Yes, he's 25 years old, but dude, this is a really good football player. He's going in the first round for a reason. Chargers trying to sabotage the Chiefs. Chiefs take Jermod McCoy at 29. Bro, if they take Jermod McCoy at 29, I might lose my mind. Not because, I like Jermod McCoy, but if they go 2 corners after trading up from 9 to 6, giving up a 3rd and a 5th to get a corner, I won't know what to think. I will be pretty baffled, not going to lie. But
I mean,
let's
that's
see.
number 1 and number 2 on the draft that we've been covering. That'd be crazy.
I'm not gonna rule anything out, dude. Let's keep going though. We're at pick 23. The Cowboys are on the clock. The Browns are up next at 24. Here's the last few picks. Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle, went to the Panthers at 19. Wide receiver Mekhi Lemon went to the Eagles, who traded up from 23 to 20 with the Cowboys, who are now on the clock. They got Mekhi Lemon. The Steelers got some tackle help and Maxi Hanachor. And I think I butchered his name wrong. I've heard it pronounced 5 different ways. Then at 22 overall, Akeem Mesidor, defensive end out of Miami, was drafted by the Chargers. Now the Cowboys are on the clock. You then got, or did I say the Chargers? The Cowboys are on the clock. Then the Browns, Bears. I mean, we're getting close back to where the Chiefs are. The Chiefs are at 29 right now. And we're getting close. Yeah, I definitely, going back to Lode's $2 dono, he said he likes the first pick. I don't dislike the first pick. I mean, that is the most NFL starter-ready corner in the draft. It's not really close either, with Jermod McCoy falling because of the knee concerns. If they don't get a pass rusher at 29, I may end up on the floor. If they go corner again, I might fall out of the chair. I'm not going to lie. How you feel? We got Mansour Delane. Yeah. He's a Kansas City Chief, bro. Rooting for him. Really good corner. No penalties last year. Can play zone, man, physical. You could use him in press man as well at the line of scrimmage. He hasn't played a lot in the slot, so mainly an outside guy. But clean prospect in the sense of high IQ, high character. Great football player, pretty healthy injury history. Yeah, you got a good one. Boston for 29 and Woods at 40. How about that, said Jess. Wide receiver, Defensive tackle. I'm not opposed to that. Especially if you could get somebody that can get after the passer. I mean, that's really what they're needing here. Denzel Boston is a big outside guy, 6'4", I believe, not a burner, but a contested catch monster. If you wanted to go that route, I do think Omar Cooper Jr. or Casey Concepcion would be a better fit for the Chiefs, even though I understand people are saying we're done with the smaller-bodied wide receivers. I mean, Omar Cooper is 6', 200, and then Concepcion is 6', 200, or 5'11", 200, depending on where you look. So here's the thing, guys. Rice is probably not getting extended. I just don't know. So this could be some life after Rice stuff to a guy to just get open quickly and eat yards after the catch. It's the West Coast offense of Andy Reid. He wants his receivers to get open quickly, get the ball in the hands on timing, like proper timing, and then feast yards after the catch. So let's get back to the Cowboys, who are on the clock. Remember, traded back with the Eagles.
The pick is in.
All right. The pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go with the 23rd pick of the 2026 NFL Draft. The Dallas Cowboys are selecting defensive end out of UCF, Malachi Lawrence. Boom. Another pass rusher off the board. So there you go. Malachi Lawrence. Let me look something up and just kind of glance at some things that are going on here. I am kind of glad that the Beast didn't crash Dane Brugler's draft guide on the website, because it's one of my favorite places to look. But yeah, Malachi Lawrence was edge 7 on his board. So you still have TJ Parker, Keldrick Falk, Zion Young, Cassius Howell, Mason Thomas. Yeah, Malachi Lawrence, bit older, skillful pass rusher, tough against the run. When you say a bit older, he's 22.8 years old. So we're not talking Akeem Mesidor old, 25. But still. So the Cowboys selected a pass rusher at 23rd overall, and next up is the Browns. Cleveland Browns, then the Bears. Cleveland Browns, and then the Bears. How are we feeling, everybody? You guys doing good? Love Woods. I think he can really grow beside Chris Jones. Zion would work. Somebody said A.J. Brown traded. I don't think that's official, but he can't really be traded until after the draft. So you're not going to get me with that, buddy. You can't. Well, let me look. Just make sure. Like I sit there and say you can't fool me, and then it really happened. But no, it's really for monetary reasons with his contract. They can't trade him until after June 1st. It's going to save them a lot of money. Like as far as like dead money is concerned, they go from like eating over 40 million to like 8. I don't remember. It's under 20 if they trade him after June 1st. Let's see. JPAP with the 2. Chiefs trade up from 29 to draft Chris Johnson. Oh gosh. Please don't trade up again for a corner. Chiefs man with the 2. Maybe we will trade up with the Bills. Had success doing that before, or leapfrogging him. The Boschus with the 5. Chris Johnson from San Diego State, or Colton Hood from Tennessee would have been good at 29 for CB. Disappointing they went CB at 9. Had greater needs. I think the only greater need than corner would have been pass rusher, but man, they weren't high enough on Bain, and other teams weren't either. That's why he went 15th overall. So I can't knock the Chiefs there too much. You know, if they stuck and picked at 9 and took Bain, then okay. I think they just had a much higher grade on Delane, and it's really for reasons that I said. Great player, hard worker, high IQ, high character, great injury history. The measurables are fine. He's about the size of Trent McDuffie, but a couple inch longer wingspan. Great against the run. If I didn't say this, I say it every time, but he had 0 penalties in 2025 during the season. One of the highest ranked and graded corners in this entire draft class. The only other guy you could argue is Jermod McCoy, but he had a torn ACL in 2025 and did not play in 2025, and he might need another knee surgery. So Just
Jordan Schultz
from...
has the Browns pick.
Oh, we got the pick in for the Browns?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Jordan Schultz has him. Receivers are going, ladies and gentlemen. With the 24th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select wide receiver KC Concepcion out of Texas A&M. Boom. Man, so the Browns got a tackle and a wide receiver. I mean, that was good needs, big needs for both of them. And I do like KC Concepcion, primarily a slot guy, yards after the catch, great burst, good. Like, he's great with the ball in his hands. He did struggle with some drops, but I do think that's fixable. I definitely think that's a fixable thing for a wide receiver as far as, like, concerns go. Just hit the jugs machine and work on it. Like, that should be fixable. So that's a good get for the Browns. The Bears are up next at 25, followed by the Bills at 26. And again, the Chiefs are at 29. They got that pick from the Rams by trading away Trent McDuffie. Donkey with the 2, Cassius Howell or Elijah Surratt for the next 2 picks. Could be. I think it's Surratt. How do you pronounce his name? Might be Surratt, actually. I think it's Surratt. I just went back and forth with myself 10 times. Great talk. It's Surratt, I believe. Chiefs with the 5 would love to trade out of 29. Delane was 0.37 higher than any other corner. Drastic difference in 3rd overall any position. I don't know. What does that mean? He was 0.37 higher than any other corner? 0.37 what? 0.37... What does that mean? But thank you for the 5, Sean. Is there a chance McCoy doesn't get drafted? Nah. Jermod McCoy will definitely get drafted, but he could easily slide into the 2nd round. Omar Cooper Jr., please. It's possible. Zion Young. Chiefs don't need to trade up. I don't know if they should trade up again after giving away a 3rd and a 5th already, but they got a future 3rd. You could use it. And you could definitely use it. See if we got the next pick here. Not yet, but again, the Bears are on the clock. The Bills are up next. Yo, Hooker Boots in the house with a 5 gifted. Come on now. Thank you so much, brother. Let's go. What about the time we stuck and took FAU? Yeah. I mean, we could do what about the time for every team, brother. What about it? It was not a win, but can't change it now. It was a good story. You drafted the local KC kid in Kansas City when they were hosting the draft, but yeah. Hopefully he balls out this year because the Chiefs need him to do that. You don't have a Minihue, Dana. They weren't great last year anyway. FAU missed the entire season with a hamstring issue. Got to come back and have a strong year. Whataburger? That sounds kind of good. I think Mansour Delane might be the next Dale Carter, said Load with the 2. Mighty Mouse? Come on now. I'm 4 picks behind? No, I'm not. I hope not. You're 4 picks behind. Are you from the future, dude? Are you from the future? Yo, what? Tornado sirens going off at the training complex at Arrowhead. So we're sheltering in an interior hallway. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We're good? I think we're going to be fine. We're not that far from the training complex, dude. It was north of us. Okay. And there's no tornado warning right now. North of us, no tornado warning. Okay. So, I'm watching it. All right. FLDB is making sure we stay safe. I mean, literally the safest place in this house is, I think, under this desk in the basement here. This desk can hold up, like, you could put a hammock under it for like 2 people and lay with the desk or with the hammock attached to the desk. We're very close to being safe. Don't worry. All right. Again, the Bears, they are on the clock. The Bills are up next. I will show the last few picks. I'll try to keep going back to that just so you guys can see kind of where the last few picks are, the next couple of picks that are on the docket. Emporia had a warning. Yeah, stay safe, everybody. Rock Chalk, easy on the spamming, brother. You love the Delane pick. Nice. Who's left? Well, there's several people left. As far as like best available, So some of the best available still. Again, with the Bears on the clock at pick 25. Jermod McCoy, Dylan Thieneman. I mean, so a corner, 2 safeties, EMW. Another corner, Avion Terrell. If you want to look at wide receivers, you do have Denzel Boston, Omar Cooper Jr., defensive tackles. I mean, there's several guys still on the board for defensive tackle. Caden McDonald, Peter Woods. Keldrick Falk is still available, but also edge, Zion Young, Cassius Howell. I'll be very curious to see what direction the Chiefs end up going here. The Bears again are on the clock. We'll see if we can get an answer here. Stock up to the moon. Wipes for the storm. We got dude wipes for the storm, bro. We got it ready. Hello? We got him. Got him on lock. Hey, Cole, stay safe. The storm just passed my house. You're the best. Sharkbait, thanks, man. I'm glad you're safe. Brand, were you saying something, or am I tripping?
Nope, nothing for the Bears yet. Silence.
I have the draft broadcast in my ear, like on low. So sometimes I hear stuff that I'm like, was that being said by somebody like you, or is that a commercial? So tornadoes are scaring you? Yeah, stay safe, guys. Do a money spread with the dude wipes, like just take them all out. How do you feel about the Chiefs facing? How do you feel about the Chiefs facing the 49ers again? I don't know. Neutral at this point. Need to see the draft first. So the Bills are on the clock, but we got the pick for the Bears. With the 25th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears are going to be selecting safety out of Oregon, Dylan Thieneman. There you go. Yeah, he is a versatile defensive back. I mean, he's arguably a better free safety than Caleb Downs, but not as versatile. But still, that's a great get for the Bears, who made a playoff push last year, and they'll probably be in the mix for it again. So, with that, that was the 25th pick. And the Bills are on the clock at 26. I mean, the Chiefs picking a few picks here. Should we stand back up, maybe? Just please don't freak out, computer. I mean, it hasn't freaked out again since. I'm still trying to figure out why plugging in a second mic would cause everything to short circuit. Like, why is that?
So weird.
The interface was trying to sabotage the stream. I mean, we had to kill the first stream. I had to end it. We did another one. Anyway, we survived, but holy smokes, dude. You want to talk about like nerve-wracking? I was already having technical difficulties before the stream started, but we pulling through. We strong. Got a bunch of people in here hanging out, 7,400 of you. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic, man.
We've got
Use
a trade.
OBS, right? Okay,
Houston
1 second.
Texans
Sorry.
trading up with Buffalo for spot 26.
Okay, so we got a trade. Okay, say that one more time.
Houston Texans trading up 2 spots with Buffalo for spot 26.
So here's what you get. The Bills get 28, 6, 9. Nice. 167. Oh my gosh. And then the Texans get 26 and 91. So there you go. Texans up. They are on the clock. Now, who did the Texans? Texans moved up 2. The Bears selected a safety. I'm thinking about the needs for the Texans just kind of off the top of my head. They need a quarterback that can play at a high level in the playoffs. Okay, I'm just kidding. Sorry for the stray. Sorry for the stray at the quarterback. Old CJ Stroud. I mean, there's several corners on the board still, a safety, a couple wide receivers. Ah, man. Not McCoy. Deserved, though. He did play really poorly in the he did play really poorly in the playoffs, man. I kind of feel bad because I had the Texans winning. I don't remember who the Texans even lost to, but I had them winning that game. And I just said all CJ Stroud needs to do is not lay a complete dud. Like, just be a serviceable, safe quarterback, because that defense could carry you all the way to the Super Bowl. Anyway, Texans are on the clock. See what they ultimately end up doing here. We are getting very close to the end of round 1. They traded up 2 with the Bills. So they are up at 26. The Bills are now at 28, 1 in front of the Chiefs. The 49ers are at 27. Yeah, somebody said, how do you feel about playing the 49ers again? I like the 49ers, got a lot of respect for them. I think Shanahan's a great coach. They got a lot of great pieces. The fact that they made it to the playoffs with all the injuries that they had last year, like, it's credit to them and coaching. So yeah, that is always a fun battle between those two. I really like when they play in the Super Bowl. I really like when they play in the
49ers,
Super Bowl.
Adam Schefter says the 49ers are attempting to trade away pick 27.
Okay. The 49ers are attempting to trade away pick 27. They must be out on some of that. Can you pull up real quick for me, FLDB, all the picks that the 49ers have? This one you can. Again, the Texans are on the clock, but the 40... So they have 27, 58. Maybe they're just trying to trade back a couple spots if they can and get another top 100 pick, perhaps? Not sure, actually.
Maybe. Texans pick is in.
Okay.
Jordan Schultz with the answer.
All right, let me look it up here and I'll get it to you. Okay, with the 26th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Texans have selected offensive lineman out of Georgia Tech, Kalen Rutledge. Boom, here you go. I mean, there you go. It does make some sense because O-line help would be nice. I feel like they've struggled with offensive line the past couple of years anyway. So there you go. I'm looking up a little bit of info on him because I'm just not super privy. But he was Dane Brugler's guard 4. Solid blocker who will fight for early playing time if his medicals are clean. He's very aggressive, competitive. Yeah, he could play either center or guard, so he has some flex. He has been snapping for teams during the pre-draft process. But the medicals on his left foot, he missed 2024 spring practices while recovering from injuries suffered in a car accident in 2023. He swerved to avoid an oncoming car, and his car flipped multiple times and landed upside down. He underwent surgery the next day to repair a fractured left big toe, but the bone didn't set right, and he developed an infection resulting in a second surgery a month later. So I just think he's since kind of battled through that, but he started 13 games in 2024, 13 games in 2025, so I think he's okay. And if you're trading up, by the way, to draft him at 26 from 28, you're high enough on his medicals. So with that, are we sure that's right?
Trades. Yeah.
Are the Dolphins on the clock?
Yep. Yes. The Dolphins traded with the 49ers.
Oh, so they did get a trade after all.
Yep.
Okay, so the 49ers wanted to trade back. The Dolphins were willing. They traded up from 30 to 27. Okay, so there we go. The Chiefs pick's getting super close. Yeah, the Chiefs pick is getting super close. We are very close, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I think I need to catch up on some super chats probably, but that's my bad. I think Mansour Delane might be Dale Carter. I got that. D-line help for Chris Jones or best left than A.J. Brown pursuit. I don't think the Chiefs are getting A.J. Brown, man, but that would be crazy. Mikey with the 2 said it earlier, calling it again, McCoy at 29. Could happen. That is crazy. Doc Holliday with the 5. If the Chiefs do go with another corner, I would want a corner on the taller side. Need to match up with size at wide receiver around the league. Reaps with the 5. I've been watching you for years, my go-to Chiefs creator. I feel pretty good about us picking up Delane. I just have to trust Veach and company. Welcome, sir. Let's go. Let's go, man. Thanks so much for the kind words. Welcome, Mansour Delane. Indeed, to the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, so again, the Miami Dolphins moved up from 30 to 27. They're on the clock because the Texans just got a guard. They drafted an interior lineman. This is just a little delayed. We are ahead because we follow the picks on Twitter. But heck yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we just like look at best available here, I mean, I don't know. You could go receiver here. Omar Cooper Jr. is still on the board so far. I mean, do the Bills go wide receiver? Not sure. Denzel Boston's here. Keldrick Falk. I mean, defensive tackles, Cade McDonald, Peter Woods, Zion Young. So, I mean, then Jermod McCoy, obviously. You could go safety if you wanted. EMW, because Brian Cook's gone, but you brought in Alohi Gilman. I mean, I would really think you go DT or edge. Right? Keldrick Falk, Zion Young, Cassius Howell. TJ Parker is still available. Defensive tackle, you have Caden McDonald, Peter Woods. Right? These guys are all still available. Peter Woods, maybe? He can line up at edge or DT. He'll still play inside. He's got shorter arms, not as short as Bane. Strong hands, though. All right, we'll see what ends up happening here. But we have the Dolphins on the clock with the Bills up next. Right? That's the right order? I believe so.
Yes.
All right, now. Get me, here we go. Yeah. Nice, okay. All right, now, so. We're getting close to the Chiefs, man. You got the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Chiefs. We're 3 picks away. They traded up from 9 to 6 to grab Mansour Delane. What is the next pick going to be? You guys got to let me know what you think. What are you thinking? Will with the 2. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate everybody being here, man. Stay safe out there. I think the storm has passed. Has it, FLDB? No. For the most part, maybe? We need Peter Woods, Falker Cooper, edge, wide receiver, Zion Young, Omar, Chris Johnson, cornerback. Storm has passed. Okay, that's good. Edge or O-line. I don't think there's any O-lineman worth taking here.
Dolphins pick looks to be in.
All right. Dolphins pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who it is. Ooh, people have been talking about this guy. We got a corner off the board. The Dolphins traded up to 27. And they are going to select a cornerback out of San Diego State, with that being Chris Johnson. Heck yeah, man. He can play man, zone. He was a potential fit for the Chiefs. Might not have thrived in like at the line of scrimmage and press, but look at this. Allowed just 11 completions with 13 pass breakups, 4 INTs, 0 touchdowns allowed last year. So that's a good get there for the Dolphins, who need help all over the place, really. I think they're fully planning to tank for next year, but you can't really tank in the NFL. So the Bills are on the clock at 28, and then the Chiefs are next, ladies and gentlemen. The Chiefs are next after the Bills, who are on the clock right now. You could go wide receiver. I just, dude, unless they're, here's the thing. If the board's falling in a way for the Chiefs where they look at the pass rusher still available and they know they have pick 40, and they're kind of like, you know what? We're going to go a different direction here. We're going to go wide receiver because we like Zion Young, Cassius Howell. I mean, Colton Hood's still on the board. Obviously, Jermod McCoy. But do you double dip at corner here and just say, look, man, we're trying to go best player available. The board fell in a weird way, and here we are. We double dipped in corner round 1. Like, it could happen. American 1020 with a 10. Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, or Omar Cooper Jr. Could definitely be possible. Yeah, great against the run. But obviously he can kind of get after the QB too. But bigger dude, 6'2", 325. Holy smokes. I could see the Bills grabbing Hood or Falk. Yeah, they are on the clock. So for the Bills, I mean, I think they could use some defensive help for sure. Trying to remember what they did at wide receiver. Look up Bills depth chart real quick here. Oh yeah, they traded for DJ Moore. So they're in a decent spot with that trade. DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir, Josh Palmer. They've got Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox for tight ends. I do think if you look at the cornerback room, Christian Benford, Dorian Strong, Maxwell Hairston, first-round pick from last year, but they got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Maybe you do go defensive back here if you're the Bills. Because this is where we're at. Because the Dolphins already drafted cornerback out of San Diego State, Chris Johnson. So let's go. Getting close. Brian Thomas Jr. People are saying that the Chiefs could trade 29 for BTJ. Dude, that would be nuts. Not going to lie. TJ Parker. Yeah, there's still several defensive ends still available, but I just wonder if the Chiefs look at that and they say, I think we can get one of those guys at pick 40. So we're going to go with a different direction altogether. Bills always take corner or safety, but get Allen a receiver. I mean, they did trade for DJ Moore. I thought that was a good trade for them, even though it was kind of a steep price to pay.
We have a trade.
What?
Patriots are on the clock.
Okay. Interdivision trade here. The Patriots move up from 31 to 28. Didn't the Bills just trade back again?
Yep.
The Bills are loading up on picks. Can you throw up the Bills picks on the screen for me real quick? FLDB, are those all up to date? Maybe not with the newest one. Wow, the Bills traded back again. The Bills traded number 28 to the Patriots for number 31 and 125. Yeah, he's traded down twice. Yeah, if the Chiefs got Keldrick Falk at 29, that's a win. But at 9, I thought that would have been crazy. So, can we trade back one spot? Yeah, you could. You certainly could. Are we actually seriously getting Brian Thomas Jr.? No. Look, the Bills have a bunch of picks, man. 31, 69. Well, they traded back from 28 to 31. Oh, yeah, it's got them all. 31, 69, 125, 126, 165, 167, 168. Holy smokes, they've got a lot of picks left. 182, 220. The Patriots moved up, and they're on the clock now. American 1020 with the 10. Appreciate it, man. Caden McDonald, yeah, or Omar Cooper Jr. 2 options, for sure. Caleb Lomu is the pick. Oh, nice. Do we got that in? You guys are fast, if so.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, here we go. This is fresh. The Patriots are trading up with the 28th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft. They are selecting the offensive tackle out of Utah, Caleb Lomu. There you go. It was a potential option for the Chiefs if they wanted to go tackle there. But I don't know what you're doing if you're the Chiefs here. Wide receiver, defensive tackle, defensive end, all needs. I mean, pass rush is definitely a big need here. We're getting very close because the Chiefs are on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. The Chiefs are on the clock. I'm moving my chair. I'm moving my chair, so if I have to move, I'm not going to trip and fall over it and fall over like I did at pick 9. Did we get that short dropped on all socials? The reaction to that?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see
That's what I
it.
was smiling about earlier. Yeah.
I just forgot, I forgot where I was. I forgot where I was, man. But yeah, the Chiefs are on the clock. Who are they picking? All right, so let's talk about it. Let's lock in here. The Chiefs pick right now. They're on the clock. Best available. You could go corner. I don't know that you'd do that again. You could go wide receiver, Denzel Boston, Omar Cooper Jr. You could go Keldrick Falk here at 29. It would make some sense. Zion Young. You could go defensive tackle. Peter Woods, Caden McDonald, either of those guys. I mean, Colton Hood's still on the board. But again, you already traded up for a corner, so it's got to be a wide receiver or a pass rusher, maybe, right? One of these guys? I mean, we'll see. We're getting very close, though. See if I can get some answers online. I actually think, Brand, if you feel confident enough to read it out, I think I would have been completely surprised.
Well, let's do it.
I want the reaction without reading it. And I'm not going to look at chat for a second here, but...
Okay, the pick is in. I have the answer.
Okay,
From Jordan Schultz.
Okay, so with the 29th pick... Oh, God. With the 29th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select...
Clemson defensive tackle Peter Woods.
Oh, that is a dub. Oh, you didn't get the edge help per se, but you said Peter Woods?
Yep.
Dude, one of the... Okay, let's process through this. It's a need. Brett Veach said at his presser before the draft that defensive tackle is a big need, and there were so many edge rushers still available, guys. If they want to go edge at 40, I think they could do it. But Peter Woods, if we look at this together, he's the number 2 defensive tackle on Dane Brugler's draft guide, 21 years old, 2.5 starter at Clemson. He can kind of move, shuffle away. If you look at Dane Brugler's main takeaway, and if you don't know who Dane Brugler is, he's like the number 1 draft guy in the space with the Athletic. Woods flashes the ability to win with quickness, strength, and hand usage, and the next step in his development is for him to do so more consistently. Offers scheme diversity, although he projects best as a 3-4-eye tech defensive tackle, but 6'2", 298 pounds, 76-inch wingspan. I mean, if you look at some of his strengths, lateral quickness can threaten multiple gaps. Quick arm, got club rip moves, fluid on stunts and twists. Tape is full of effort plays, both against the run and as a pass rusher. Look at this. Logged 15 offensive snaps. Okay, listen to this. Logged 15 offensive snaps in goal line short yardage spots, 8 carries for 15 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Chiefs just drafted their fullback as well. But yeah, like arm length, he's a little shorter arms. Size appears maxed out. More explosive in space than when trying to shed blocks, can be too easily moved by angle and dry blocks. Tick late off snap, leaves him out leveraged, leaves tackle production on the field, needs to be a better finisher. But man, I think this is a big win. He had a down year, quote unquote, as far as sacks go with Clemson in 2025. 3.5 sacks compared to 8.5 in 2024. But still, 30 tackles. I would need to look at his win percentage and a couple other metrics that I could try to look up. Peter Woods, PFF. I'll look at that, but I would love to know your guys' thoughts, man. I mean, you got one of the best players left on the board at an area of need. I can't knock on it. I can't hate it. It definitely did not surprise me nearly as much as the first pick, but I do like it. Here's the thing. When you look at the interior D-line, who do you have? Chris Jones and Omar Norman-Lott coming off of the ACL. You then added Kairos Tonga in free agency, a run-stuffing nose tackle. But here, I want to look up something real quick on the interior D-line stats, because I have a couple things that we are going to find some quality answers to regarding Peter Woods. But while I do that, how are you guys feeling? Not the DT I super chatted earlier, but it was a defensive tackle, said Load with the 2. Yes, sir. Trey with the 2. How do you feel about drafting Jacob Rodriguez at 40? Well, Well, let's see where we'll see where it goes here soon. It'll be tomorrow. But the Bills, who's on the clock? The Jets are on the clock. Okay, the Bills are up next. Definitely have a deal with Cam Jordan. Need to, Vino. But there's a lot of pass rushers still left. I think you're going to get a guy at 40 if you want to do it. Told you Cooper there at 29. I just thought we'd take him. Thank you, JPap with the 2. American with the 10. Peter Woods is the perfect fullback. Yeah, dude. Can play fullback. Casey with the 10. Yes, love the pick. Maybe Chris Jones can play an extra year. This could help him a lot and still be good edge at 40. I agree. I think it's there. There's enough pass rushers still available at 40. You could go DT here, defensive end at 40. Cam Jordan is probably a Chief. Yes, Kino, thank you for the 5. Reaps with the 2. Spags with some shiny new toys. Biggest needs were on defense. And, okay, I want to look up something. I want to look up pressures.
While you're doing that, for the record, the Jets are on the clock because the 49ers traded back again.
Again?
Yes.
Okay. Again, really? Let's go, man. Peter Woods is a Kansas City Chief. He's super excited about it, dude. Yeah, he's super excited about it. Let's go, man. I mean, you need
Alex,
it.
Like some kind of an outro response to Peter Woods.
We'll wait. We can wait on that. Yeah, he had a. I want to look. I'm trying to find his win percentage. That's what I want to see. And let me go. I was trying to find this quickly, but might not be able to. Anyway, Peter Woods in the house with the Kansas City Chiefs at 29. We now have the Jets on the clock at 30. The Bills on the clock at 31. The Chiefs needed defensive help massively. You need DT help. Peter Woods is a good get for where you got him. One of the best defensive tackles left on the board. I mean, he was Dane Brugler's defensive tackle 2? Yeah, defensive tackle 2 in this class. I mean, Caleb Banks fell, so maybe DT 3. But, yeah, he's an explosive tackle. He's got that quick step, got some of that burst. Heck yeah, dude. Just got to be a little bit more consistent. So far, we've used 4 picks. Yeah. 22% win rate. Oh, that's pretty good. Thank you for finding that. Oh, you know what? It's just because I can't multitask. I need to go to pass rush. I was just on defense general. I'm like, where's the win percentage? The Jets drafted with the 30th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft a wide receiver, Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana. Obviously, that would have been a fun pick for the Chiefs, but dude, you need defensive help bad. I really feel like the offense is in an okay place with the wide receiver room that they had. You still need some guys, don't get me wrong, but you upgraded the running back room with Kenneth Walker. Yes, you need a right tackle, but the wide receiver room, at least with your top few guys, is okay. The tight end room, you could use a blocking tight end. I mean, you still need a guy in the wide receiver room, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what you're doing. If you go defensive end at 40, I mean, you're just going to try to find a wide receiver later on, but it is not the most pressing need, at least in my opinion. I'm trying to go, okay, win percentage, and I want to shuffle this down to minimum of 20. All right, we're going to find you, Peter Woods. But heck yeah, man. Let's go. They needed the interior help really bad. There's no way around it. Heck yeah. But now the Bills are on the clock at 31. Best draft in 15 years, said Crimson. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but some are probably going to say it's the worst draft in 15 years. I don't know. Let's see. I got some super chats I got to catch up with. True in the house with the 10. Actually, Woods is good on his tape. He is usually double and triple team because of his strength. Heck yeah. If you can have to force the teams to double team somebody else other than Chris Jones, or if you could get somebody like Peter Woods and whoever they draft as a defensive end, if you could get him to Get them to win a little bit more of their opportunities because of it. It's a W. Southern with the 2. Who all did we pick up? Just got in from work. Yeah, so traded up from 9 to 6 for cornerback Mansour Delane out of LSU, and then they just drafted defensive tackle Peter Woods. I'll throw it up on screen here so you guys can kind of see the last few picks and where everybody's at.
There may be another trade here.
Another?
Titans look like they're moving up to 31.
Bro, are the Bills trading back again? Are you being serious? How many
For Adam Schefter. Tennessee's back into the first round, trading with Buffalo for pick 31.
Bro, how many?
It's 3.
That's 3 trade backs for the Bills. What are they? Maybe they want, like, what do they want? They just keep racking up picks. How many picks do you need? Tennessee traded back into the first round to Buffalo with their 31st pick. Bro, can you pull up their updated draft capital, FLDB, when you can? The Bills trade 31, 69, and 160. Oh, gosh, it's a bunch of swaps, dude. That's going to be hard. They traded 31, 69, and 165 and received 35, 66, and 101. So they did move up from 165 to 101, move up from 69 to 66, move back from 31 to 35. That's 3 trade backs. Did they even pick anybody in the first round? Dude, no. Bills fans got to be like at least a little frustrated. 3 trade backs? 3? Wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Jones and Woods next to each other will really help George and Jordan on the edges. Praise. Let's go. Need it. American 1020, or Reeps, thanks for the 5. American 1020 with the 10. Let's go. Can you please create a poll for pick 40 tomorrow before we're done here? Thanks, brother. I think Brand can make a poll. I guess who would you want the Chiefs to draft with pick 40 and give us some names? We could throw them on there. Jets really took a tight end and wide receiver and have no QB. Well, yeah, you're not getting, like, who are you going to get in this draft? I mean, you got Geno Smith, but yeah. Lil Jesse with the 5. Thank you. I would say this is a pretty solid round 1. How about those Chiefs? The Boschus with the 2. Do you know who was ranked as DT1? Yeah, on Dane Brugler's draft guide, DT1 was Caden McDonald, but it really is Caleb Banks. He just fell because of the foot issues. Took me a minute there. It's been a day. Dude, the technical difficulties aged me like 6 months, maybe a year. The technical difficulties we had at the beginning of the stream, we had to shut the stream down and everything, but it's all good. It's all good. I would say it's a pretty solid round 1. Yep. I think we're there. B- draft grade so far. A- if you didn't trade up from 9. Did we get Bain? Said Southern Rebel with the 2. No, sir. Ruben Bain Jr. We'll go over it. Let me see. Hey, if the pick is it, let me know before you throw it up on the board. I guess you don't have a mic to tell me. But 31st overall, the Titans are going to select defensive end Keldrick Falk. So you might get a run on defensive ends here. I don't know if the Chiefs are going to want to wait till 40, but a defensive end is off the board 31st overall with the Tennessee Titans, who traded up from 35 to 31 with the Buffalo Bills. You got 1 pick left, and I know the Seahawks would like to get out of this pick too. Can you throw the Seahawks picks up on the board for me, FLDB? Because when you look at the picks that they got, there's a reason why they want to trade back. Look at this. They got 32, 64, 96, and 188. I mean, they really, really badly. Dude, did the Chiefs move up? Did the Chiefs move up from 40 to 32? You get the use the I think that's overpay. The future third from the McDuffie trade. Nobody wants future picks right now, dude.
I mean, next year's draft is loaded.
Yeah. Yeah. Hannah with the 5 theory. Chiefs traded up thinking they'd get Arvell Reese, but Giants surprised them and they had to take the next best player on their board, Delane. Well, I think you can wait and see what that pick is before you make the move. I would hope. I don't think you have to greenlight the trade up until you see what the pick prior was. But yeah, they might have really liked Arvell Reese. But yeah, obviously not available. And we've had 101,000 total views on this stream, and we had to restart it at the beginning. So that means a heck of a lot. I mean, holy smokes. It's been fun. Round 1's always fun, and we'll go round 2 tomorrow night. I mean, we've got one more pick still, obviously, but the Seahawks, again, only have 4 picks in this draft. They really wanted to trade back, but if you can't find a partner, you can't find a partner. Yeah, we will see here soon. I would have been so pumped with Reese. It would have been fun. Always good streams, Cole. Thank you. They wanted Delane. People don't seem to understand. Who? Maybe the Commanders? The Chiefs wanted Delane for sure. Yes. Cole, on the defensive tackle, he benches 530 pounds. Ooh. What a monster. We're contenders for sure. Let's see how the rest of the draft goes, but I do like the pick so far. I mean, now that they traded out of 74, they only have tomorrow, they only have 1 pick. They only got 1 pick tomorrow. Why not Zion? Could.
The pick is in for the Seahawks.
Ooh, okay, so they could not find a trade partner. Oh my gosh, I bet they're sick. So, okay. All right, so with the 32nd pick, all right, I was just trying to think about this for a second, but with the 32nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks take a running back out of Notre Dame, Jadarian Price. Yeah, he was the RB2 to Jeremiah Love. So I think it's the first time potentially ever that the first 2 running backs drafted in the same draft went to the same school. I would have to fact check that, but it might be the first time ever that this has happened. Yeah, averaging over 6 yards a carry over the past 2 years. Kind of coming in when Jeremiah Love needed a break. The Seahawks lost Kenneth Walker in free agency. They needed running back help. So makes sense, but man, they only have 3 picks after this. Got to make them count. The fact that they couldn't find a trade partner, for them, like, it's got to be a little bit of a bummer. But with that is the conclusion of round 1. Wait, how many picks are we going? No, it's over. Okay, pick 33 popped up, and I thought it was going to start counting down, and it freaked me out, dude. You could just hide that, I guess, or keep it at 32 or something. But I do want to take a look at, let's just go over the first round. Let's just go over the first round for a second, and we'll just do an overview. So Fernando Mendoza went first overall. No surprises there. Now the question at 2 was, is it Arvell Reese or David Bailey? And Southern with the 5. Do you think we have a chance to get Bain? Do we still have a chance to get Bain? I know you were excited. No. Are you trolling me? No, he's gone. He got taken at 15 by the Bucks. But I'll look at the board and go over that with you guys. Hannah with the 5. Chiefs history, taking cornerback, defensive back, Trent McDuffie, Marcus Peters, Eric Berry, Jerome Woods, Dale Carter, and now Mansour Delane. Yeah, so we'll go over it. Appreciate you guys. The question at 2 was it David Bailey or Arvell Reese? They ended up going David Bailey. Jeremiah Love was the pick at 3 to the Cardinals. And then Carnell Tate. I think this is where the board started getting funky here a little. Carnell Tate was drafted by the Titans. I'm not sure I expected that one. But then Arvell Reese went 5th overall to the Giants. And I do wonder if once you're there, the Chiefs are like, look, they weren't high enough on Bain, clearly. Bain wasn't drafted till pick 15, so a lot of teams were they had some reservations there. But yeah, the Chiefs traded up from 9 to 6. You gave up a 3rd and a 5th round pick. They had 9, so now they have 7. Now they only have 5 because how many picks do they have left? Can you show the Chiefs picks on the board for me? FLDB up to date, if possible. But yeah, they moved from 9 to 6. They got Mansour Delane. They still have pick 40, 109, 169, 176, and 210. So you've got 5 picks left. But they got Mansour Delane, CB1 in this draft. Sonny Styles was on the board and then went to the Commanders at 7. Jordan Tyson, 8 to the Saints. Spencer Fano to the Browns. Francis Maui-Noah to the Giants at 10. Caleb Downs did make it till 11. The Cowboys got a good one. I think they moved up for that one. Just one pick. Then you had more run on tackles here soon, but Caden Proctor went to the Dolphins. Ty Simpson, I thought the Rams were a bit more all-in this year and would have gotten Mekhi Lemon there. But they went with quarterback Ty Simpson, the best guard in this draft. I tried to pronounce his name earlier, and yeah, not good. Not good on my part. But he is with the Ravens to block along the interior for Lamar Jackson. Reuben Bain Jr. then went 15th to the Bucks. Tight end Kenyon Sadiq went 16 to the Jets. Blake Miller, offensive tackle, to the Lions at 17. The defensive tackle Caleb Banks went to Troy's team, one of the editors, and now just co-host of Cole Breaks the Huddle and runs his own Vikings channel now. He went to the Vikings at 18, first defensive tackle off the board. Monroe Freeling, 19. To the Panthers, Mekhi Lemon. This is a good get for the Eagles. They'd moved up from 23 to 20 with the Cowboys. And it really solidifies to me the fact that A.J. Brown is being traded. We've pretty much already knew it, but I was like, what'll confirm it is if they draft a wide receiver in round 1, and they moved up to get him. Max Ahanachor went to the Steelers at 21. Akeem Mesidor went to the Chargers. That's a really good pass rusher. They got some good pass rush help, back-to-back edges, Malachi Lawrence. So the Cowboys they double dipped on defense. I mean, they're pretty stacked on offense. And the fact that George Pickens wasn't traded today, like, is he going to be traded at all? I thought he would be traded. I had a good feeling, or not a good feeling. I just had a feeling he might, but not yet, at least. Casey Concepcion went 24th to the Browns. Dylan Thieneman 25th overall to the Bears. You got Kalen Rutledge, a guard interior help for the Texans. Chris Johnson went to the Dolphins at 27. Caleb Lomu, 28 to the Patriots. And the Bills just kept trading back. They traded back 3 times. Like, that's why the Bills didn't pick here or there or back here. The Chiefs then got Peter Woods, defensive tackle out of Clemson. So you got a big-bodied guy, 6'2", 300, like a bit, quote-unquote, undersized, I guess, for a defensive tackle, but he's not like a run-stuffing nose tackle. He flashes upside as a pass rusher with active hands. He can mix up his pass rush moves, but you got to continue to develop. But heck yeah, Woods possesses traits to help him when transitioning to the next level. So heck yeah. This is post-draft analysis from Matt Miller. It's already here. Chris Jones is 32 years old, and there have been whispers that he could walk away if another Super Bowl ring is earned soon. Interesting. I mean, he could. The Chiefs can get out of Chris Jones's contract next year. There's an out in his deal. But the Chiefs have tried to add impact playmakers on the D-line through the previous drafts, but have yet to find a true difference maker. However, Woods' 2024 tape showed a star pass rusher, 8.5 tackles for loss, 4 sacks. His 2025 season wasn't quite as productive or impressive on paper, but his quickness as a 3-tech is round 1 caliber, and he has plenty of upside if he can be more consistent. Anything to help out Chris Jones at this point, man. He's playing too many snaps. He's getting a little bit older. I understand he's getting a lot of money right now, but you got to take that up with the front office. They got his long-term extension done a year too late, in my opinion. He held out, and they reworked that 1-year deal. Remember when he sat in the booth round 1, I've got draft mind. Week 1 against the Lions, the Chiefs lost. I think you should have got him extended that offseason. But you can't go back now. You got some help via Peter Woods. And there we are. So round 2 is tomorrow. It's 10 p.m. now, but I've got another short to make, a long-form video to make for How About Those Chiefs, a long-form to make for Cole Breaks the Huddle. The night has just begun, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see how you guys are feeling overall about the draft and what you think next. Southern with the 2, I was really hoping to get Bain. Yeah, man, that would have been awesome, but that's just not how it went, and they weren't high enough to get him. Because if they would have stuck at 9, he would have been there. But they weren't high enough to make that happen. And a lot of other teams weren't either because he went 15th overall. So it tells you that they were legit concerned about the arm length of Reuben Bain. Maybe the car crash situation too. Like, I don't know. But I'm trying to reload this page that is frozen because I want to look. There's more super chats. But sometimes YouTube just gets like bogged down and overloaded. So I'm refreshing real quick. Oh, did not mean to hit that. Can we try again? Come on, YouTube. I can open up a different window for some comments though. Because my YouTube just like, I don't think my the draft stream froze. Like, I think we're good. But let me do this. Try to pull this up. Hey, going down to super chats. Let's see where we're at with you guys. Okay. Okay, Xander with the 5. Overall, a B grade for the Chiefs in round 1. Just didn't like giving the 3rd pick to move up. Still got 2 dogs. Good job, Beach. How about those Chiefs? Let's go, man. Nefarious with the 20. Great coverage tonight, aside from the technical difficulties. Yeah, the beginning was very stressful. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's fine. Such a weird draft. The draft class is weird anyhow, but this was definitely not a checklist-like draft. So much mixed talent. Going to be deeper round finds, I think, this year. Heck yeah, man. Thanks for all the support, Nefarious. Appreciate you. We got Hannah with the 5. Andy's presser said they always liked him, but got word a couple teams ahead of them wanted CB Delane, so they traded up to get him. That's what I figured. If you're going to move up, you're afraid he's not going to be there, and they had a very high grade on him. Cole, Reed and Veach speaking to the media now. Thank you, Rave, with the 5. Yeah, I'll get off. I'll listen to that. I'll take notes. We'll talk about both of these draft picks, how surprising it was, and we'll get it all going, man. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out, for tuning in. I think I got every super chat, and the stream is actually loading now, so we're good, and I'm glad. But also, man, shout out to Dude Wipes for sponsoring the stream. I've never had a partner for a stream or a sponsor for an entire stream, so that was really cool. Shout out to them. If you want to get some, get it. I've been using them for 5+ years. Once you use wipes, if you don't, you'll never go back. Trust me. We use it for everything, too. Dog's paws, take them out on trips, whatever. So super clutch. You can get them on Amazon, Walmart, wherever. So shout out to them again. Let's see. We got Nathan with the 10, 2005 Auburn's Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams was in 2005, number 2 and number 5. 2008 Arkansas, Darren McFadden, number 4, and Felix Jones, number 22. 2016 Alabama's Derrick Henry and Kenyon Drake. Okay, so he's fact checking me. Thank you. These must be all first-round running backs, or first 2 running backs off the board from the same team. So it has happened a few times. Hasn't happened since 2016. That's a great fact check. Thank you, because I said that might be the first time in history, but then I said, please fact check me. Nathan went and did it, sent the $10 super chat to let us know. Let's go, man. Shoot. There's a lot to process through in this draft. I was so surprised about Mansour Delane that I fell over. I was laying right here. It was a crazy stream, but man, we'll be back. We've got tomorrow. We have, what else do we got? We got tomorrow. We got Saturday. We got a bunch more content coming everybody's way for sure. So it was a bit of a
tomorrow's draft is an
wild
hour
one with surprises and all kinds of stuff. But man, I really appreciate everybody being here. It was a lot of fun. And there's a lot of people going live now to break down the draft and react. If you guys want to go check them out, go for it. I'm going to get off and make some content, man. But as always, it was a blast, and we'll be back tomorrow. So until next time, until then, let's go. Let's freaking go.